spoiler cast of Avengers Infinity War. We're going to be talking for the next 2 hours. Nothing but spoilers for Infinity War. Welcome. We have everyone here just to talk nothing but
shut the fuck up about Infinity War. All right. Yeah, for those of you wondering, of course,
ready.
Even though all of us here at the table have seen Infinity War, we will not be talking about Infinity War. I mean, we might say what we thought
of the podcast. Then we will talk nothing except Infinity War.
Yeah, maybe like what we thought of the movie, but we won't be saying anything about any characters, plot lines, nothing like that. Don't worry about it. But anyways, welcome to Off Topic.
Are you blind?
Yeah.
What are you doing with
sunglasses?
Because I love it. Welcome to Off Topic.
Someone get this man a piano.
Jesus Christ.
We'll build a piano.
There's no Michael today, and there's no Ryan today. We'll tell you why there's no Ryan. Because he normally does this when Michael isn't here. But today's Off Topic is brought to you by Sherry's Berries, Hubble, and ProFlowers. There they are. Thank you very much. And yeah, I'm Jeremy, and joining me today is going to be Matt Bragg, Alfredo.
I'm here.
Jack. And that one.
Not Alfredo.
That one.
So, yeah, Infinity War. We all saw it.
I'm going to be building Labo during this time because we have Labo and there's no other time to build. So I'm going to be doing the background.
Build him the piano.
This looks like a whole lot of fuck this.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, that's a box full of crap.
This is 70 bucks.
There you go.
Fredo.
That's a lot of fucking work.
Fredo, did you ever think that work?
Thank you, audio listeners.
No.
Well, it is.
I don't go to
Have fun
IKEA and go, this is going to be a great time.
Really?
Yeah.
I went to IKEA, bought a shelf, and I was like, I'm going to watch Arrested Development while that shelf builds itself. I had to build the shelf.
Yeah,
I did. But Arrested Development.
First, we'll practice. What's that noise?
Here, ready? Let's get all our Infinity War conversation all the way right now.
Okay,
ready?
let's do it.
Ready? Here it goes. Trevor, did you like it?
Yeah.
Jack?
I loved it.
Alfredo?
It was great.
All right, and there we go. And I liked it too. So
go see it.
Go see Infinity War, and that's pretty much what we're going to talk about.
If you haven't gone dark on social media yet, if you haven't gone dark on anything yet, go dark now until you see the movie. I went dark on Wednesday, just to be safe.
I literally walked, and we all said that we did this too. We walked into the movie theater.
Oh shit!
Here, let's let Alfredo get a shot. Ready? We walked into the movie theater like this.
Oh yeah.
Because when I was walking in, another showing was coming out, and I was just like. Because I could hear people talking about the movie, and I'm like,
they were
fuck
boisterous
that.
outside.
Yeah.
They were just screaming and
I
wailing
saw
about
someone
anything.
that wrote, Alfredo earned my disrespect for that. How soft are you that me making a sad face just earned your disrespect?
Are you?
What do you think was going to happen in this movie?
Oh, yep. Poppy pop.
Stuff happens.
Yep.
Good, bad, funny, not funny. It was a good movie.
Good.
I mean, Marvel's great at making funny moments too, in really tense films.
There were spots throughout the movie where I was like, how do they continuously write organic comedy throughout the whole thing
in a serious
without
film.
pulling away from the story and the
it.
drama?
Yeah.
But I mean, that's also how you in scary movies, how you offset all the jump scares. In order to make those moments more impactful, you have to have some sort of whether it be a love story or whether it be comedy or whatever. Mm-hmm. So they did really well in this movie with balancing, juxtapositioning, whatever.
I hate jump scares.
Yeah. Comedy and drama and so getting you actually engaged and pulled into the film. It was really well done.
They balanced all the characters very well and the pacing was good.
Oh, so we should definitely say why Ryan is here, right?
Oh, yeah.
So Ryan came in this morning. First off, we were sitting in the room. I was the first one in the room, and then Sarah came in. She's usually the second one in. Alfredo's always up there as well.
Hello, Ashley Jenkins.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I look tired as fuck. Holy shit.
Yeah, me too, dude.
I also haven't shaved in
people
days.
walked in the room one at a time, and every time they'd walk in, we would stop our conversation about Infinity War. We'd stop and look at the door and see who was coming in, and then we'd go, "How did you see it? Did you see it, you?"
In an interrogation style fashion.
Yeah.
How do you? Did you
if
see
they
it?
said yes, then we would continue our conversation. So that kept going. It was fine. It was fine. It was fine until
Matt came in, Trev came in,
and then
Ryan
walks in. Ryan hasn't seen it, so. We're like, and we stop talking about it. We go back, and you can tell, he could tell that we wanted to talk to each other about things.
Every time we walk in, we'd be like, get out of here.
So literally, Ryan goes, I could go see it right now, and we were like, go see it. So Ryan got up and left and went to the movie theater. So he's at the
literally
movies.
bought a ticket to go watch it because he said he wasn't able
to see it until Sunday. We're like,
Which is he'll
like,
never make it.
no,
He'll never
no,
make it.
you won't make it.
I mean,
Speaking
we
of
planned on
which-
texting him on Saturday about it.
Yeah, I thought that was we're gonna have like a spoiler text conversation.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, get some Milano cookies.
Some distinctive
want
Milano
one?
cookies.
No, I don't want them. I had some Fig Newtons this morning. I'm stuffed.
You haven't had Fig Newtons in hell.
Fig Newtons.
Fig
Newtons. That's coming out.
I hear that.
Let me text Chef Mike about
Ronald's got some new cookies on the menu.
How do I lock this thing?
I
Tom.
I feel like I'm wasting battery by
Every time I have
Oh,
that
but if I
iPad-
lock him, I'm not going to know how to unlock it?
It's no password.
Just keep it.
He just gave me I'm going to keep it open. If it dies, it's at 100. It'll be fine.
I'm so used to.
Oh, and I'm also going to say right now. No, I'll save it. I'll save it.
What are you gonna say right now?
Nothing. I'll save it for the ad read. So,
It was a spoiler anyway.
I do. Speaking of spoilers, Matt, I want to film something with you after this.
Okay.
Let's
do it.
For a future Minecraft.
You guys have the attire?
So excited about
we
it.
can
No,
find
we
the
don't.
attire.
We need to.
I'm sure.
We need 2 lab coats. Does anyone here have that?
Can we get someone on that right now?
We need 2 lab coats.
We had lab coats for Let's Play Live. Long time
We
ago.
did. You're
Yeah.
right.
We
well,
used to-
they weren't lab coats.
ours.
They were like doctors.
yeah.
Do I punch these out?
We need
Here's the
Yes,
thing: is
you
like
do.
there's so many like if I look on the back here, I don't know.
Well,
if you
he's
can-
got the
Yeah, you can
instructions
see it.
up
So
right
for
there.
all
audio
these, like, all
listeners,
these
there's a lot of
lines-
perforated edges for
Just holding up a
folding.
random piece of cardboard, and there's a bunch of dotted lines, and then there's solid lines where pieces come out. Like pizzas come out? What?
Into
This
those
is
easy
so
bake ovens.
like easy to fuck up.
Yeah.
There's no like backup pieces.
They sell the cardboard separate.
for $70.
Not for $70.
Yes, these boxes were $70.
Yeah, but that was with the game.
Those are the game.
That's true.
Yeah, Trevor.
Yeah.
Where'd that game go? I had
no.
Alfredo lick the game cartridge before we
It
started.
didn't taste good.
It wasn't great.
It didn't.
Oh, it's another
in my
almost
Switch
sneeze
right
hit
now.
me right there. Another one.
You gotta look at the lights.
Yeah, I know.
Look at something
Tell me
bright.
that.
and it
Someone
rips
bright.
it right out of your face.
It just sucks it out of you. But yeah, Matt and I want to film basically a new version of Let's Test, if anyone remembers when we did Let's Test. Because we're
more
getting back
intense-
into a formula right now. I saw a bunch of people.
Why don't we just call it AH Labs?
We can call it AH Labs. That's fine. We don't have a new AH Labs. We don't.
That's actually,
Yeah.
it's a good point. We should build that.
I know what your smile
Yeah.
means, but what I'm saying is AH Labs was a thing
Yeah.
in the old Achievement City.
Yeah, we've been spending a lot of time in Achievementville. No,
Achieveland.
Yeah.
Working on stuff. Like it's kind of like, all right, we kind of built out the city
Here's what's
and
going
stuff.
on with Achieveland if you're following it. So if you're on YouTube, you just saw episode 3 that released today.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, if you're a sponsor watching Off Topic right now, then on YouTube today they released
on the RT site. On the RT site today.
No. On it's episode 3 on YouTube today.
Yeah.
You said if you're a
No,
sponsor, you're watching.
on
Well, yeah,
RT.com
because only
is-
sponsors can watch us live.
First members.
First members. No. So, anyways, episodes 1, 2, and 3 in Achieveland, we're all building. Like us building our houses. I'm working on the logo. Ryan's helping me with the logo. And we're all doing our thing. We wanted to break that up because we still have 2 episodes of that filmed of us just building and getting Achieveland ready. So, first members today got a video called Chomping List, which is the first challenge we've done in Achieveland because we're trying to go back to the old school formula
Roots.
for Minecraft, which is to actually compete for the tower, put the tower in front of people's houses. And Jack, you weren't there for the end of it, but
No, I had a.
I had to steal the obsidian block from your desk.
Oh, you stole my block?
Yeah, well, because no one has their blocks anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Am I the only one left?
Yeah,
Well,
I just saw
We
your
also,
block.
we've expanded the cast, so it's like some of us just don't have blocks yet.
That's true.
Exactly.
Yeah, Griffin
so
made those
so
forever
that
ago.
went
Yeah,
with it
those
because we
ones
did a
ago.
live action like giving of the tower.
you did? Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so we're trying to go back to that old school formula of actually putting the tower in different places. But Achievement City is going to look a lot different. Achieveland is going to look a lot different when people see it in Chomping List because we
off camera built.
there's 2 parts that aren't out yet
Yeah.
of building, and then Matt and I started building, and we went into creative, and so we built some stuff in Achieveland in creative. So there's like some giant things in Achieveland. You'll see the full thing.
I gotta say, I've been building some stuff too. I'm very excited. It's fun. It's fun to get in there.
People,
and kind
it's
of
fun because the server's always up, pretty much, so we can just jump in and build shit. And there's a lot of cool looking stuff around. And the next challenge you guys are gonna love. It's awesome.
Do we know if everyone's finished their house?
I
don't.
No, Gavin's is still a
Fredo
nightmare
has
of wood on the side of the mountain.
Mine's kind of done.
Yeah, I finished mine a couple days ago, but I mean, there's always room for more.
Yeah, mine's done and it's atrocious and I love it. It looks awful. It's an eyesore.
I'm legitimately
terrible.
sad that you built your house already. Like, I built you that dumb little nook that looks stupid as hell, and I was like, I want him to live there for like 3 weeks.
No,
And then
I built my own
lives in a
house,
shack.
and it is
moved out
it's
instantly.
awful. The
Matt wanted a roommate.
I
The
want a
color
roommate
wood
with
that I used for it, from a distance, you think that it's lava because it's like bright orange.
I built a deck on my house so I couldn't see yours from
Matt built this
upstairs window.
monstrosity.
No, it's great.
It's huge.
Right, and
What a
there's no
whole
video of
large
him building
thing.
it. It's just you're gonna see episode 5 of us building, which is us completing the logo essentially.
In 5, he's got the framing done, so you
Yeah.
know how big it will be.
I
Almost.
had planned it from the beginning to be that
And then
size,
when we jump
but
into 6 or whatever that's gonna be, because the thing is we're splitting up the builds with challenges, which didn't necessarily happen in that order time-wise. So you'll see stuff kind of out of order. But basically it will jump from episode 5 where Matt's got the framework done to his finished house. And it's this massive monstrosity of a mansion and stuff like that. And I love that. I love that like Matt the builder has this giant thing and then like everyone else has like some rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just a wall of wood
Yeah,
with a waterfall.
But I think
I tried doing like a modern looking house, and it kind of like it just looks like a giant cube. It just didn't turn out very good. So I'm gonna
a
keep.
lot of modern houses are just, to be fair,
Giant cubes.
It's very brutalist kind of architecture. It's just a lot of stone. So anyway, I might keep tweaking.
But you have a house. I don't even have a roof. It's just snowing
Where
in my
is
house
yours?
right
Where
now.
is your house?
It looks like ruins of a house.
I don't even know
Yeah,
where your
when
house
you
is.
happen upon
it's
it
up
in the
there.
It's
snow.
on top of the mountain.
Oh, you're up there with Ryan.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
all
I'm
right.
up there and I like look upon you guys like, oh.
looks down upon us.
I'm across the cove from Michael. But
You're like right where you put the cactus.
I'll get going
I'm
on
right
my
next to the
house,
cactus farm, but I don't even know if we've gotten to that point. I think that's episode 4.
Never mind.
But
Don't-
people will
Don't
learn
worry.
eventually.
Yeah.
Episode 4 is pretty much my quest for cactus, I think.
I thought you- Never mind.
I don't know. I don't know
I
the
swear you
order
had
anymore.
it at one point.
But yeah, Achievement's probably going to be a bit different than Achievement City was, because Achievement City was like, it was all built off camera. And then it was just like, here's Achievement City. And then that's the way it was until there were certain episodes like increase the height of Jeff's house, or like even the giant Jack statue. Like that was a Let's Build, I think. And
It's
so
kind of like a fuck around.
yeah,
sort of thing.
yeah, it was like a fuck
Yeah.
around Let's Build and then a things to do. And so like it was stuff like that. I think the way Achievement is going to be is we did the 5 episodes of building it. Now you'll see those, and then that will be done. But Achievement's going to keep getting built upon and created because we have that ability to just jump in and build and make stuff. And at the same time, Achievement's going to be a new Achievement City because outside of Achievement, there's going to be challenge area, challenge area, challenge area. So just like you had EIEI Whoa and fucking the really long circuit, like the No Glory Hole or
Yeah.
something. Like you had all that shit around Achievement City. That's what Achievement's going to become. So it'll be fun. It's like starting over again.
from scratch. Yeah.
Starting from
Yeah.
scratch. It's going to be, yeah.
But
I'm
it's
looking
starting
forward to it.
off like at a sprint, whereas Achievement City started off a little slow because there was no creative at that time.
Yeah,
that's
it
true.
Was, it was not even. It was even before the duplication. glitch.
No, they used
No, yeah, they
Well, they
used
used
it.
that for sure, but like early on, it was just like raw materials.
Yeah.
Yeah. And,
that
and
was the dark time.
if you
I
know
hated it.
the history of Achievement
So
City
bad.
and you know the order they did the challenges in, we're doing something similar. Like, wool collecting was one of the first challenges. We did Chomping List, which is very similar to wool collecting. And then, so if you look at other very early challenges from Achievement City, that's what's going to be happening in Achievement, just updated. So that's our clue as to what the next challenge is going to be.
And we'll have new ones too. You know,
Or be
whenever
a
we
first
think of
member,
anything.
just see it now.
Well, you'll see Chomping List now. If you're a first member. Yeah. And Chomping List is a lot of fun, and it's not done yet. It's kind of part 1, but we're separating it into 2 challenges. So we do award a tower at the end, but we'll be doing more of it where we award another tower.
I'm gonna be so far behind.
Yeah, you are. You'll
It's
never
gonna
win it. You'll
suck,
never
yeah.
win that one, Jack. Jack had to leave to go do something.
Yeah.
Very early in the Chomping List, so he's pretty much.
It's like, all right, here we go, and I have to leave. It's like,
Yeah, so
shit.
he was like out of that contest.
Oh well. C'est la vie.
Jack, you want a shot or no?
Merci beaucoup.
I'm good, man. I
Okay.
appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
I can get you that grenade that you can drink out of.
I will say with this whole Labo thing, as much as it looks like it's so much work, which it is, I like how there's like visual step by steps.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I hate
People
looking
might
at
know.
like IKEA instructions and it's just
Maybe.
kind of like, oh, this does with that, and it's like, but what angle am I looking at?
You gotta like
here?
really look
Like,
and see. Okay, is this the recessed hole, or is this the hole that's flush with the face
Yup.
of the thing, or is this upside down? Like
I overthink the shit out of that stuff,
Yeah.
and I'm always just like, wait, it could be this or it could be that, and this is just straight up like, hey, here's a visual of this part you have to fold,
Hey.
etc.
Jack, you did good, Jack.
What-
You
what is
built
that?
a
That's
what the
little
Joy-Con-
robot.
That's the chimney.
Oh,
That's where the
this
little
is the
Joy-Con
Joy-Con
slips in.
stand.
He built a Dalek.
Give me a little Joy-Con stand for you audio listeners.
Not even close.
Yeah.
to it.
That's quite straight.
That's okay.
You can see the little crease there where Jack fucked
Yeah.
up, but you know,
Well, I mean, it's got personality.
Yeah, you know,
It's,
this
you
is-
don't need to have
it's
perfection.
quality.
Wabi
So
sabi,
when
man.
is
Wabi
there gonna be
sabi.
one where you can build a
Perfection,
woman?
perfection.
the woman.
A woman?
The woman Labo kit.
Do
Yeah.
you even
Partner
need to
kit.
build the woman at
What
that
the
point?
fuck
You
would
just build
that
the
She's just
hole?
like,
That's the real Joy-Con.
Man, I can't wait to stick my penis right in that cardboard slot.
it's all paper. It's all paper cuts. Dude,
You're gonna
from, like,
bleed for this
thin
explosion.
cardboard or like construction paper,
Just
like
like-
those type of paper cuts are the worst.
Yeah.
Right in the those thick ones, right in your webbing, right in.
Right in
Oh
the
god! I always felt like that was always. I have fears of like, getting cut like right where the webbing of your
They
toes.
did that in
or
Jackass.
anything.
Remember that?
Or-
Yeah, they did.
Manila
Yeah.
folders.
That, more than anything, that was the
Yeah.
thing that like upset me
Yeah,
the
because you
most.
could hear it.
Like you can stick a car up your butt, but this is crazy.
Toy
Yeah.
car.
Why would you?
There's toy car in
That and I
this.
said it before, like walking up like stairs and like slipping and like right on your shin.
Oh,
yeah.
Just like
That is cardboard.
Well, dude, yeah.
in
When
there.
I snapped my shin in half, there was
Jesus Christ.
yeah. When I
Why'd you do that?
do that.
it felt
didn't
yeah,
you?
it did do that. It felt just like right after it happened because I was so adrenalined up. It just felt
Yeah.
like someone kicked me in the shin really hard. Like I stubbed my shin on something. That's exactly what it felt like.
I stubbed my shin. Ah.
Just like I
Yeah.
hit it on something. That's just exactly what it felt like.
Well,
I pointed
it was
to the
like-
wrong shin.
This is nothing in comparison, but like when my knee popped out, I sat down and I was like, "Oh shit, my knee is not connected." Ugh.
It's such an
There
awful
we
I
go.
feeling.
literally saw Matt pop his fucking knee back into place. We're like, Matt,
And then
should
I
we get you to the doctor? He's like, no, man, I just ordered the fried chicken. We're good. I'm like, what? And then, like,
And we
halfway
had-
through, he's like, no, this is really painful.
Yeah, we had a lovely lunch until about halfway through.
Yeah, then halfway through, you
It
just see
hurt
just Matt just like, in pain, just like, trying.
Literally yesterday, I was talking to a doctor, like not like a. It was
Just
like
for fun.
It was,
Just,
no,
yeah,
it was like a
hey,
specific,
doc,
a specific doctor.
constant
You know,
pain.
like
Yeah.
it wasn't like a physician type thing.
A proctologist.
Right? No, I wish.
You wish?
No, I thought I wanted to say something funny.
What?
Why would you
So,
wish
but I
for
was like,
that?
I was talking to him, and he was just talking about like general medical stuff. And he's like, "When was the last time you like saw a doctor, like got like a physical and stuff like that?" 6 years, maybe now.
Yeah,
like
sounds
5,
about
6
right.
years.
Sounds
Yeah,
about
and he
right,
was
yeah.
like,
It's
"You
where-
should fix
Hang
that.
on.
You should really fix
Is
that."
that something you're not supposed to do every like 15 years?
Right.
Or
like as soon as my parents weren't like, "Go to the doctor," and I was like,
Matt,
"Alright,
when
see
was
ya."
the last time you saw a doctor?
well, that was let's see, Dr. Collins is a pediatrician.
I am a doctor.
I went to a hospital once. Does that count?
For what reason?
I had
So-
kidney stones, and they were incredibly painful.
You can't pulverize your own kidney stones?
No, I tipped him after
Wow.
he got rid of them for me.
Good move.
But
Classy
yeah.
move. Anyway, I'm gonna take this while Matt susses
Yeah, let's
out
do that.
whenever
Let's do
the
that.
last
Let's do
time
that.
he
You know
got
what?
health care was.
That
Let's
was
take
it.
this.
It was like, oh, I went to the doctor when my knee popped out. I had to put it back in right.
Oh, whoa.
You alright, Jeremy?
Bubba-da-bubba-da.
Dude, I went to the doctor's for a checkup, and I was like, "Yep, there's just kind of like this lump in my arm, like
Is it still there? Let me feel
yeah, feel it's right here."
Ah!
Why is
can
it?
feel
Why,
it, right?
why do you have a lump?
Ah!
I can see
What
it.
is that?
What is that?
I don't even
I
touch
don't know.
that.
I mean,
Ah.
the doctor touched it, and he was like, "Does it? You know?" He's like, "No, it's totally fine."
I have something
What?
really similar to that in my lower back.
Yeah.
It's just like a bump.
You guys are
Just like
cis
a-
brothers?
Wait, he's like, I got something like that in my testicle.
There's just
Jack,
a fourth
show us
one.
right now.
Yeah.
A fourth
Doctor.
A fourth one. What? Everyone has 3, right?
Yeah.
The fourth one.
one.
Two doctors looked at it. They just touched it, and they're like, "No, that's fine. Totally okay." And I was like,
They were talking about bumps, not
I just
testicles.
had a
now.
line of people coming in
Yeah.
there to touch him.
"Yeah."
No,
and I was like, "What?"
What's up, man?
I went to a doctor not too long ago. I went to a dermatologist because like I'm mole right here and it started hurting and I was
Let's
like,
see that mole, Matt.
well, it's right there.
Look at that one.
Some-
You should
Wow.
just get
Look at that bastard.
Well, and
lacerate
then
it
it
off.
started hurting really bad, and I was like, I should probably go to a dermatologist. My grandma had cancer, so let's
Just
go.
check it out,
Just
yeah.
check it out. And then she like looked at me and she's like, That's fine. Just probably a pimple.
Yeah.
You're all good. You want me to look at anything else? I'm like, well, no, I already feel like an idiot, so
No,
I'll be going.
but seriously though, it is totally worth it, especially if you
Yeah,
have like
it was
moles
like-
like that or on your skin to go get them checked
And if
out.
they change
out.
or hurt, go see a doctor.
Or if you just
Yeah.
if they look questionable,
Especially
and,
when you have
Exactly.
insurance. Use your insurance. You're paying for it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm paying for it? Okay.
Matt's like,
And
wait.
I learned
I'm
something.
doing what?
For years,
I thought that
Matt's
was a
like,
perk.
I'll
been
just
paying
go when
for?
something really
He
bad
has like
happens.
a cut that's stapled. I beg your pardon.
I've
To
been
be
doing
honest,
my own surgeries.
it's the inconvenience. I don't want to be bothered to go somewhere else to have someone else fix
Yeah,
me.
inconvenience is
I can
it's a
fix
real
myself.
shame. But you know what's convenient? Sherry's Berries.
Oh.
This episode of Off Topic is brought to you by Sherry's Berries. As you all know, Mother's Day is coming up. It's coming up quick.
May
and-
13th?
I definitely knew
15?
that.
Yeah, you better keep that in
Yes.
check. I always watch dates like that because I always forget them. And you know, my mom is a very lovely woman. I call her like very often, maybe every 3 days or so, and every other day. Give her a call and let her know what's up. So I want to
you
make
love
sure that
your mother.
I do love my mother. I do. I picked up the phone with her on theater mode. She called me while I was on theater mode live, and I just
remember
picked
that,
it up
yeah.
and started talking to her. So I want to make sure I get her something good, and I do legitimately get her Sherry's Berries all the time because it's just it's easy and they're really really tasty. A gift from Sherry's Berries shows you put thought into her gift. Mom will love it. My mom loves it. Your mom will love it, most likely, unless she's allergic to strawberries, then probably won't. Right now, our viewers and listeners can send Sherry's Berries starting at $19.99 plus shipping and handling, or check this out, you can also double the berries for just $10 more. So for $10, you can get twice as many berries, which is definitely worth it. Again, they're awesome. Yeah, feel free to crack these open and have one.
Oh,
if
hell
anyone
yeah.
wants one. Ryan
doing it.
is going to be really upset that
Yeah.
he wasn't here. The berries will arrive in Sherry's Berries signature gift box with a beautiful ribbon, no gift wrap required. So that's how they come with the little ribbon on them, just like that. Look at that. Show that to camera. There you go. Oh, God.
That green light is ours. That's
Yeah,
not.
that
The
is-
green light's us. They're not green. But yeah, they got the white
These ones are
chocolate
my
ones,
favorite,
chocolate chip.
right
These are
here.
like, they got nuts. I don't know what kind of nuts those are. Walnuts, probably.
These nuts? No, I'm just kidding.
These fresh, juicy strawberries are dipped in milk, dark, and white chocolate. It says white chocolatey goodness.
Oh,
I was
it
just
is
going to say
goodness.
white
Oh, it
chocolate, but
is.
they really upped it. Then topped with rich chocolate chips, chopped nuts, and signature swirls. Choose your delivery date, and it's guaranteed. Customer satisfaction is always number one, or your money back. My favorite thing about Sherry's Berries is how they come in a gift box. The gift box is really good, and yeah, it's got the little ribbon on it when it shows up. So it's a nice thing to unwrap, and you know, it's just a gift for anyone. You can get it for any occasion.
Goes across the
There's only one way to get this amazing deal for mom. Freshly tipped strawberries starting at $19.99 plus shipping and handling. And remember, you can also double the berries for just $10. Mother's Day is May 13th. Jack was all over that. So visit berries.com today. That easy website to remember. That's berries.com, BERRIES.com. And then click on the mic in the upper right corner, the microphone, and enter the code OFFTOPIC. That's berries.com, and the code is OFFTOPIC. Go to Sherry's Berries. Enter that. Get some Sherry's Berries. They're giant. They're giant
huge.
berries.
Yeah,
Like,
They're awesome.
Go for it. Eat that.
Alfredo's taking a big bite. There you go. That's what you need there. That's the slogan. It's just,
Yeah.
but you know, go get your berry on. It'll be a good day. I'm gonna have one of these. I love these things.
Go for it.
Okay, so,
Which one do I want to go for?
The white chocolate goodness.
Yeah, I'm
Delicious.
gonna have to go white chocolate goodness.
of course, Jimmy's going white chocolate.
Listen, let's just calm down.
Did
But
lose
you know
a
what my
piece?
favorite part is? Because they're like dipped and then they're
easy,
put in the thing, they get this like where they settle
They get
and
the
the
extra
chocolate
chocolate,
hardened
yeah.
up. I love that
Yeah.
extra chocolate.
Yeah.
Oh.
They make more than just strawberries.
Don't look
too,
at me
right?
eating.
Don't look at me as the camera's punched in. Oh yeah.
Oh man, they've been sitting in the fridge too. So
Nice
they're
and chilled.
firmed up.
Yeah.
And they're
Yeah.
chilled. Oh.
So Funhouse built Labo while high.
Yep.
You
I
should
don't
be able to
understand.
do this.
I mean, I'm having trouble.
That's
with
right, we're doing on topic while high right now.
this. High on chocolatey goodness.
Oh yeah.
They make more than just strawberries, right? I swear Michael Lindsay got me some
Oh,
for my
fuck
birthday. And
me!
they were like,
Oh, Jeremy,
I
why?
want
Did you drop
chocolate!
the chocolatey goodness?
That's the best part of the berry!
The best part of the berry.
Chocolate, the best part.
Chocolatey goodness. You know what? My favorite part of the vegetable is the chocolatey goodness.
Yeah.
That is my favorite part. You don't eat them like that always. That's how they're served, right?
Jeremy stormed off the set right now.
He threw some chocolate goodness away. So is it pronounced Labo or Labo?
Whatever you
It's French.
No one knows how it's pronounced.
I'm of an opinion that if you pronounce something different, that's the right way.
I like that you have an
It's like
opinion.
Jared Leto's last name.
I like that you have an opinion on proper nouns.
Well, because
Is it
people
Leo?
want to fight you on it, but I mean, like if you said Labo or Labo, we would know what you meant, right?
I like Le
Like-
Beau.
I dropped chocolate and Kent's yelling.
5 second rule.
Kent is a waste not, want not kind of guy.
That's true.
He eats every part of the deer, starting with the rib meat.
The rib meat.
Yeah.
And his
And he
dad
works-
knows how to make a good
And he works
venison
his way up
jerky.
to the brain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good jerky.
Kent, I gotta say, I bought a bunch of bags of jerky from Kent and his dad who makes it, right? A bunch of people are like, oh my god, Kent's making jerky. He's not even licensed to do it, but his dad makes it. His dad's licensed, all right?
Okay.
Oh, gotcha.
So I was eating with jerky, which was pissing Cat off because it smells really peppery. So like anywhere I put it was just like as soon as like you opened our pantry, it was like pepper.
Yeah.
And I loved it. And I was just munching it down. And then I brought some home to Massachusetts because I wanted my dad to try it. Put it in my suitcase in one of the front pockets. Went home, or let him try a piece, and put it back in there, flew home. Totally forgot it was in there.
Oh, God.
And this was like summer of last year, maybe, or maybe autumn of last year. So we go to Australia for RTX Sydney. We got the suitcase with us. We do the whole trip. We go to the reef. We do all this stuff. We're back in Sydney, like the night before we fly home. And Kat is like putting stuff in the suitcases and getting things ready. I'm watching like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids on TV. Yeah, it was just on TV.
All right.
And then Kat opens the pocket and she goes, oh! Took the plastic bag out and it was just blue. It was full of jerky that was just blue and fuzzy.
What?
All the jerky had just like, it was totally molded. It looked like insulation in a bag. She was like, oh! She was like, is that jerky? And I was like, oh yeah, look at that.
Why do we get
Wouldn't
to
you
the,
know it?
Why do we get to the
It
jerky
keep-
middle?
I was like,
just suck our
oh
way down.
my god, it was awful looking.
Speaking of things getting fuzzy, have you guys ever had, I'm sure you have, and sometime in your life, had bread in your pantry, you left it there for too long, and eventually it starts to get that smell.
Yep.
That dusty, musty, moldy
Is
smell.
this going to
You're
relate back to our couch?
And this
You're
is
talking
related
about why I
exactly
haven't
back to
opened
the
my
couch
pantry.
because I sat on that couch this morning. Steffi was I don't know if she was tweeting or she was just on her phone, and she's like, "What is that smell?" She's not talking to anybody. She's just like, "It just smells bad over here." She's like looking around. She's looking around. She checks everything. I'm like, "Ah, she'll find it." She didn't find it. She left because it was so bad. I sat down. I was like, "I don't really smell." No, yeah, I smell that. It smells like a loaf of bread that's been shoved under the couch and left there. And I'm convinced there's some Rudy's bread under there.
See,
And
No
I
one
just
saw
haven't
it.
moved
There's-
the couch.
what I like is that there were different reactions to that.
Jack goes, "Oh,
Yeah, that makes sense.
No. I smelled it because I sat down
So
there
you
earlier.
dealt it.
Yeah, yes, I smelled it. So I sat down there earlier and I was like, this smells like shit. I did not say one word. I did not give any indication. I moved and sat somewhere else.
I like that you just ignored it.
I ignored it because it's like,
Leave
well,
the scene.
I didn't do it. Not my problem. So I sat down somewhere else.
Not my smell,
And
not
then
my
I
problem.
think
That's what I was saying.
I looked at Steffi. I watched her sit down there. I was like, it's been about 5 minutes. She hasn't
He
said
sits
anything.
down to you.
I wonder what that means. And then she eventually did say something. I was like,
You're evil.
It's confirmed. That couch smells like shit.
Yeah.
You're evil.
You
So
guys were
evil.
talking about it yesterday. I didn't smell anything, but I didn't want to say that I didn't smell anything because then that is the number one. Then you become the number one
It
suspect.
wasn't
Yeah.
me.
I was like, I don't smell anything.
But they're
And I
coming
was
on
like,
the
oh, it was
counter.
you then.
That was me. So
That was-
this reminds
closed.
me of a time, Matt, I want to investigate. I want to dive into your little life a little bit.
Oh, God.
Okay.
And
Are you sure you want to do this?
The life of Matt.
Let me
he's
take
very
you back-
interested in
Everyone
me.
brace
let me take
yourselves.
you back to August 1st, 2014.
I don't know
Right?
what
Matt's
that year
moving
is.
in
That's me.
to his apartment,
moving
Austin,
in.
Texas. He gets away from the family. Mom's
Excuse me,
waves goodbye.
our apartment complex.
Your apartment, your shared
was talking
apartment
about that the other day.
complex.
There's about a 0% chance if you didn't move in that apartment complex that I would have a couch today.
That's a great point.
What?
It's
You have your
a
old
long shot.
couch?
We'll get back
All
to
right,
it.
okay.
Go ahead.
So Matt leaving the parents, flying from the nest. Mom
I
gets
can't
him
fly,
some.
by the
Matt
way.
gets Matt's mom gets him some groceries to kick off the whole adventure. puts a nice gallon of milk, bread in the cabinet, you know, whatever.
She
I don't
did
know
do
what you
this.
had in your apartment.
Yes.
And that gallon of milk, Matt, stayed untouched, unopened for tell me how long again?
Milk.
It was at least like a year or two.
Holy
Man,
shit.
milk lasts like a month, and that's like if you don't open it, you
But the
don't
thing
leave it
is,
at room temperature.
it had never been opened.
I'm sure
So
that
it was perfectly preserved.
That's not
how it works, man.
As far as I was concerned.
Good thing I've got the
As far as I was concerned.
that fucker is like a pressurized time bomb. And he didn't throw it away. It didn't get thrown away until Casey stumbled
That's what I was
upon
going to
it.
say. When she found it, that was when it got thrown away. Because I wasn't going
When
to open
she
the milk.
found it.
You didn't have to open it to throw it away.
Well, but what are you
There's a
doing with
dumpster right outside your apartment. I know where your apartment was. There's a dumpster literally right outside the
What are you
door.
doing with a full carton of milk?
Throw it in the dumpster.
He was afraid it was going to explode.
I wanted to do other like trash stuff first, and then I would
Science
fill,
experiments?
No, not science. But I wanted to fill the trash with other trash, and then I would put the milk on top. But I always filled up the bags, so there was no reason for me to throw the milk away.
Bag?
The milk was the
one
afterthought.
hand. Milk. The other.
You can't do that. That's
Oh,
how
that didn't
heathens
look
throw
good.
away.
That's literally
That's going to
impossible.
be taken out of context. Ah, shit.
Fucking.
One hand.
Whatever. Oh,
I moved into my apartment
whatever.
August 2014. You know,
Yeah.
drove down. Kat and I drove down from Massachusetts. 31 hours. Got here. And we stayed in a hotel, and I was like, I'm gonna find an apartment.
1 hours.
Yep. I was like, we did it in 3 days. So 10 hours a day at least. So we drove down here and we stayed in an apartment in Austin, and I was like, I'm gonna find an apartment today.
Yep.
Like the first day with, and I was like, I'm gonna move in, and then I'm gonna go to work tomorrow. Like that was my plan. And so we went to some agency that helped us find apartments. It took us to a couple of places. So
Agency?
yeah,
Yeah, they
have
have.
those kind of things?
apartment finder, basically.
yeah. It's like it was like A plus whatever, or
Yeah.
something like that. So
Interesting.
They help
Went
you
with-
find deals and negotiate.
Yep. So we went around, and so finally we went to one apartment complex. I liked it. I was like, this will work. It's affordable. And I was talking to them. I was signing all the stuff. I was like getting all set up. And they're like, oh, so where are you coming from? And I was like, oh, I actually lived in Massachusetts, moved in from out of state. And they're like, oh, we actually had someone else from out of state, like just move in. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, really? From where? And they're like, oh, he's from like South Carolina.
Some freak
Like,
from South
just
Carolina.
moved in. I was like,
Loves milk.
what's his name? I was like, can you tell me his name?
You tell me.
Like, tell me his
He's
name
like,
again.
he's starting to cry. He's like,
Tell me his name again.
Tell me. Who is it? Who is it?
Yeah, and they're like, oh, let me take a look. And I just went, I was like this, and I went, is it Matt Bragg? And they were like, it is Matt Bragg. I was like, oh! They're like, yeah, he's moving in tomorrow. I was like, oh my god,
That's awesome.
I couldn't believe that. It was so insane to
I
me that
texted Matt. I was like, we live in the same place.
independently got to the same place.
Yeah.
Just through and I never even went down here. before
Yeah,
I
and
moved.
then the next
Yeah.
day, helped Matt get his couch up the.
See, that's
stairs.
nutty. I didn't know you had a similar story to myself. Like, I had a week
Did
before
you live in my apartment complex?
Yeah, I did. I was actually, like, watching you guys while you're sleeping. It was great. No, I had, like, a week left before my contract, my lease was up. And I was like...
Lisa.
Yeah, Lisa. Like, never mind.
Your story is
She's
like
awake.
derailed by them so hard.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
But I remember I was calling Lewis, like, Lewis, so like, you know, what's happening, what's going on? They're like, all right, cool. And I was like, drove 27 hours total, but then I stayed and hung out with like my friend in Arizona who was my Twitch mod, but I've known him for like 2 years and like hung out with the guy all the time.
Yeah.
So we all hung out there. We took like a couple of days break. Came in. We were like the day like rented a hotel for like 3 days, and we're like, all right, cool. We have 3 days to find this apartment, and then like found it, and we're like, cool, done. We didn't have any weird like Matt Bragg in my in my apartment complex type.
Why is that weird?
It sneaks up on
What's
you.
weird
It
about
sneaks
that?
up on you.
Yeah, I mean,
Matt
it's not
Bragg in
any
your
milk or
apartment.
anything. So I was like,
Every hotel or every apartment has a Matt Bragg.
yeah.
Also, I was
I
wondering how this
can't
apartment
afford-
complex was like during traffic hours. It's like an hour and a half drive.
Oh
from
yeah.
work.
That
It was
why-
not far. If there was no traffic, it was like 40 minutes from work, and Matt and I both ended
40?
up there. Yeah, if there was
I thought
no
it was like
traffic.
a 20-minute drive.
How were you guys?
No, we
No.
were way north. Like,
It was
way
it
north.
was
like
okay.
Pflugerville.
Jesus.
It's
Yeah.
close to
Close.
Pflugerville. It was
Close.
like a 20-minute drive if there was no traffic. but there's always traffic. So on the way back home, we would leave.
What is it called?
We were like right up
Cedar
near
Park.
there. Yeah,
Cedar Park.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was, like,
Up 183.
right up near like Lakeline and all that stuff.
We could leave at like 7 and 7:30, and that's when we would get home at an okay time, based on the amount of time.
Yeah, we would
we'd
stay
been on the
late
road.
because then we didn't have
'cause
to be
it's
in traffic.
Why the
There
fuck
are days
would we
I
wait
just
here?
walk over to your office and just like you guys would be playing games, we just hang out and play stuff.
Yeah.
That's almost why Stream Team started back in the day.
Because we were just around.
Because you're like, we have time to go. If I leave now at like 5:30 or 6, I'll get home at the same time as if I leave a half an hour from now.
Exactly.
Because
Yep.
in that time, traffic lightens up.
Right. If
Which
we
I was like,
left,
that sucks.
if I left at 5 to go to my apartment, I wouldn't get home till like 6:30 at least.
Yeah.
And so it was rough. And several times I would like try to be smart about it. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take this exit right here, and I bet I can find a workaround to get back to the. And then I just end up in more traffic.
Yep.
And you're like, ah, fuck me.
You and
I
everybody
remember-
else.
Yeah, the other people that are like, I bet I can get a workaround.
Exactly. It's just all of us thinking the same thing.
I remember one time I was like, I'm not feeling good. I'm gonna go home early and just rest. I got home like maybe 20 minutes before you.
Yep.
And you left like when we regularly would have left. I'm like, I fucking hate this. I don't,
Yeah, it was awful. So then I moved to my current house, which is 15 minutes no matter when I leave. Like, you know.
What's the address again?
I live at, Jack, you live right next to me. All right, here's our address.
Jack lives right next to me, so let me give you Jack's
There's
address.
a lot of people,
You can
a lot of
find
people
me
around
at
us.
this.
Yeah.
I moved in, and then Adam Baird moved into the neighborhood, and then you moved into the neighborhood, and I guess apparently like Cole lives over.
Well,
in that
no,
area,
so
and
we're like
Carrie
in
lives
a,
that area?
like me,
He's
you, and
close.
Adam
Yeah,
are in like a neighborhood.
Yeah.
Cole is very near us.
Yeah.
You know, he's like maybe a 5-minute drive from us, and I think Carrie is near us.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think Cole's. Well, I don't want to say any
Right.
street
But
names, but
he's across a busy place.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
So
It's as
A
vague as I
busy
can put it.
He's in a cardinal direction about a handful of minutes
Right.
away.
I will say,
What-
I will say, Fredo was looking to get a place, and I was like, "Hey, our neighborhood's pretty nice." So
Well, there goes the
Yeah.
neighborhood.
the sauce
We have a nice neighborhood. My friend was looking for places, and I was like, dude, my neighborhood's pretty good. But he was looking for an apartment, and he actually bought an apartment, I believe.
Oh, did he move?
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Did he move
Andrew,
now?
my
Yeah.
buddy Andrew.
Bought an
We
apartment?
made a lot of videos with him
Yeah.
before we worked here.
Yeah.
Andrew, he's moving down here. He's gonna live like on South Congress.
Nice.
And I'm
So you got a
like,
condo.
wow. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
okay.
And I'm like, wow, that's
bought an
awesome,
apartment. That's
dude.
a thing.
I want to get a house so bad, but it's like the upkeep seems like a lot more work. Than
What do you mean
but-
upkeep?
It depends on what.
Well,
what
like-
the
Well, when
upkeep
something,
means.
like,
my
you're talking
house
about,
is
like, when-
in a constant state of mess.
Yeah, you're talking
Yeah,
about like when
well-
something breaks, you have to either
Exactly.
do it yourself or
That's
get
a
someone
pain.
to do it.
And
That's
like
a pain.
If you want to
AC, I know how to
mitigate
fix.
that-
That's the only thing I know how to fix in a house.
Gotcha.
But like the rest of it is just yard work. I hate that.
Here's
you
the
can hire someone.
Yeah, I
for
can
that.
hire
If you want to mitigate that, yes, you can hire for like specific jobs like that. Or like when I bought my house, got a year's worth of like a home warranty, which effectively acts as like your landlord has those things. You still have to pay every time you want it, but it's like a fixed fee. I think mine was like $60 for like anything. So
That's
like if
not
I
bad.
wanted window cleaning,
Yeah.
if I wanted like my house to be sprayed for bugs,
You
like,
Yeah, I
know,
want
these-
that.
literally
Is there like a
anything.
check?
These
Is
windows,
there like
they
a
look really
checkbox?
dirty. I better
No,
just
I mean,
break them.
most,
if you
when you
use
buy
it a lot,
when you
you
buy a
save
new house,
money on
most
that.
realtors like
Yeah.
recommend you do that. That you get
Yeah.
like a home warranty for the
Oh,
first
okay.
year.
There's like a
That way-
checkbox for that.
Yeah, 'cause, like,
I'd
when you-
check that
no,
off.
it's usually included.
Yeah, because when you're buying a house, it's kind of like the sellers aren't going to be like, "Oh, by the way, that toilet's going to explode in 3 weeks." You know, like
Yeah.
if you don't find it out, and like it's like, "All right, good luck," you know. And so,
Yeah.
like
Trial
Katie and
by
I,
fire.
Katie and I, we were buying a house, and the week of final inspection, we found mold in the house that they didn't
Ew.
disclose,
Oh, yeah,
and
I
we're
remember
like,
you talking
about
"Cool,
that.
fuck you, we're bailing." And so we bailed on a house literally like 4 days before we.
I
So
remember
what-
that. I
Was
remember
there
Wait,
talking
so
about
for you
that.
to pull out?
So you basically so this is getting into the adult stuff, but when you buy a house, you put down a deposit. It's called an earnest payment. So you basically put down
Yeah,
money
yeah.
on a house.
Yeah, while adult
Usually
stuff's happening.
usually about
Oh, yeah,
$2,000. And then and so what we did is basically, we pulled out so late, like technically the owners who had the house, they could have fixed it, and they
Yeah.
were going to, and like since we found it, like, yeah, we have to fix this now. But at the same time, we were like, yeah, we don't want to live in a house that has mold in it. So we're like, even if you clean it, we know mold was there, and so we bailed like the last minute. And
Wait, so if
Did it get all the way over
if
there?
you buy the house
Sorry.
and they
Very-
don't
I meant to
disclose
do it
that
under
and you
this.
find it afterwards,
yeah,
is there no like?
no recourse. It's like, all right,
Damn.
you signed off on it. I mean, you have ample opportunity to go and find stuff, and that was
Yeah.
it. Literally, it was final inspections, and we just happened to spot it on that last day, and I was like, oh,
That's
shit.
why it's very important. I mean, and most realtors will do this, so like it's not something to stress over, but it's very important. Like the day before you close, to walk the house, because my realtor was actually telling me a story how she was going to, I think it was a house for herself and her husband were closing on a house the next day. This is like the one time she like ever had skipped doing a final walkthrough because she's like, it's like a newer house. I'm not going to worry about it.
Yeah.
In the day before they closed, a pipe had burst, flooded the house. They closed the next day, and now all the damage is yours. Like, and it's a huge problem.
That's
fucking
As opposed to like
rough.
walking it, making sure everything's exactly as you would have expected it 2 weeks ago, or whatever, however long your closing period is.
But I mean, yeah, upkeep in a house, it sucks. It does.
It's also weird because like,
oh well.
I've never been in debt, and that's something I don't know if I would like to manage.
Here's the
But
thing.
It's not like a huge thing because that's how a house is bought.
Yeah,
Like,
but the cool thing is, if you own an apartment, I mean, if you're in an apartment, you're basically lighting a check on
that's
fire
true.
once a
I
month.
know. And
that's
hate
money
that.
that's not going towards
every
anything.
month.
Right, and-
I have like a 20-minute bitch session about like why am I doing this?
Yeah.
I hate it
Right,
so much.
but like
So-
a house is going towards something.
Yeah,
at
a
least.
house, you're earning interest, or you're earning principal on your house, and then you can turn around and eventually sell it and maybe
Sure.
make some money on it. I mean, I bought my first house, and I ended up selling it and making more money than I paid on it.
Same.
Like the 5
Yeah, my
years I
first
lived
house
there.
sold for more.
So basically, I lived there for free for
hate that
about,
story
like
about
5 years.
Yeah.
And so, anyway, and the cool thing about houses, it's a pain in the ass, but it's your pain in the ass.
That's
like,
true, I
If
guess.
like, hey, I want to knock out this wall, cool, you can do it. It's your house. Hey, I want to paint
That's
this.
not something
cool,
I ever
you
want
can do it.
No, I've
I
done
hate
it.
that. I don't like this wall. I'm gonna get rid of it. And then
No,
the house.
seriously,
is
no,
literally
literally,
Literally, Kat and I were like, we want a wall here, and we
Yeah.
put it up.
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
did
It
it.
actually looks really good.
Yeah, and,
What you guys decided
that's
to
my
do.
office now. And I love
Yeah.
it. But even this morning, we had a guy come out because our fence is fucking shit. Our fence is
gotta
like
fix the
dilapidated and falling apart.
Yeah.
And like that's annoying because we had to have it fixed.
Is that not? Sorry to interject. Is that not the HOA? Is that like the homeowners association?
No, it's
doesn't
between me
fix
and my
that?
neighbor's house. Like our back
Gotcha.
fence, which is against a street,
Sure.
fine.
Gotcha.
It's like all the guy came out. He's like, that looks perfect. He's
Yeah.
like, this fence is shit.
Yeah.
And like the thing is, our fence happens to be like there's two sides of a fence, right? There's the front side where there's no
And the
2x4
back
showing or
side.
anything.
You own this
The
side,
front
and
side?
they own this
And then
side.
there's the
the
back
back
side
side.
of it, which has the 2x4s
Yep.
holding everything up.
Mm-hmm.
Our fence is all backside. So our two neighbors have the front sides of the fence. which
So
don't-
they all have the
Lucky
good
bastards.
sides.
they have the good
flat
sides.
side?
And the thing is, it's only their responsibility to fix it if there's something wrong with the front side. If there's something wrong with those 2x4s in the back, that's our responsibility.
have the
And we're
structure.
all back fence. So we have to fix an entire side of our fence, which means that I have to go talk to my neighbors who I've never talked to before. And I'm gonna be like, here's the deal, we gotta fix this fence. I need you guys to pay for
You've
some of
lived
this.
there for a long time. You've never.
I've
talked
lived
to
there
him
for like
before.
3 years now. Almost,
Good man.
Yeah.
Good man. Never
I'm-
talking to him.
Well, the thing is, they move out all the time. I knew my neighbors on one side.
They
and
move out?
Yeah, I
Oh,
knew
really?
my neighbors on one side,
Yeah.
and
drug
but they were
mules.
like renting. Like they didn't own the house; they were just staying in it, and then they're gone. And like so,
Really?
I knew them. The guy actually that lived there set up my air conditioning unit.
I remember
fixed
that.
everything and did it, and he was awesome.
Yeah.
And but yeah, they moved out, and then on the other side, I've just never talked to them. I mean, I've said like, "Hey, how's it going?" You know, they have like these little kids, and they're out sometimes with the kids. And I'm like, "All right."
I know my
That's
next
it.
door neighbor. He's an older guy, and then like everyone else around, I see them, and I'll be like kindly, and be like,
I would
I'll
love to
wave,
know like
but-
my neighbors. I only know people who walk their dogs.
Yeah.
Like I know people in my neighborhood who walk their dogs because I see them like every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a lot of neighbors with dogs. They're always out there.
Always there,
Yeah.
out
There's,
all the
there's
time.
something that's nice about seeing people just walking their dogs or like going on walks around. I don't know why. Like maybe it's just because I
No,
like
it makes the
dogs.
neighborhood
Yeah.
feel
Yeah.
safe.
But like, yeah,
I like that.
Like seeing
A lot of
kids,
dogs,
like
they'll
seeing
deal with the
kids
criminals.
playing.
Yeah.
Seeing kids playing like in this, like in their cul-de-sacs and stuff. Like we've got kids that play hide and seek
Same.
all the time. This is
Yeah.
great. It's like people feel like comfortable enough to let their kids out and like
Yeah.
just in the neighborhood. And it's like
Maybe
like
it's because
that makes me
like,
happy.
Until
I
creepy
went
Jeremy
from-
comes wandering out of his house.
That's so weird to me because I remember when I was a kid, I got like reprimanded by the neighbors of my
Yeah.
where I lived for playing hide and seek near their yard. Not even in it, but near it. Where it's like I was
gotcha.
hiding in the bush right by their yard, and they're like, "Hey," and I'm like, "Shut up,
Kids,
dude,
if you are
giving me
playing hide
away.
and seek,
You're
Yeah.
giving
giving me away.
You
Yeah,
don't
you're on my
hide in the
property.
bushes in someone else's house.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't hiding in their yard. It was
I will
my
say-
You
yard.
don't hide in
but-
front of the bedroom window facing the house.
There's this guy, this is a British comedian that, if you're in the UK, you'll know this guy. His name
Gervais.
No, his name is Bob Mortimer, because he was part of a double act called Vic and Bob. And actually, Bob Mortimer's son is an Achievement Hunter fan. Gavin's told me this
Oh, really?
a couple
Oh,
of times.
awesome.
And I love Bob Mortimer. I think he's so funny. But he told a story one time about how he and his friends used to play a game where at night they would go to their neighbors' houses or just random houses, and they would hide in the bushes, and then louder and louder would say, "We do beg your pardon, but we are in your garden." And they'd say it louder and louder.
British thing.
They would say it louder and louder until they noticed, and then they'd run.
That's like That's like in elementary school when you play the penis game, where you just go, penis.
Yeah, and say it louder.
Penis!
but,
Like, you just go louder, louder.
Who can say it louder?
Yeah.
See, in America, you get shot doing something like that.
Yeah.
See, there's definitely times where I feel like looking back on it, I should have been killed for something stupid I did. I know I had a neighbor, I really liked the family. They were really nice. They didn't have kids or anything, but they were just really nice, like, neighbors that, they talked to.
They have really nice
everybody.
furniture.
Yeah. So I knew them pretty well, so I was like, I got this new laser pointer. I'm going to shine it through the window and just kind of mess with them.
One of those powerful ones?
It was like
one.
It was just like a normal laser
Gotcha.
pointer. And like, not until I was an adult did I realize, like, they probably thought that was like a gun that I was like shining through.
I don't think I
still.
No,
Even if it's just a laser pointer,
after
don't
I
do that.
did it, after I
Get outta
did it,
here.
they were like, "What the hell's wrong with you?" I'm like, "I was just saying hi." Just
I would almost
fun little
equate
kid
that
stuff.
to shining a flashlight in someone's house.
yeah.
It's like,
you let them know it was you.
Yeah, like it was
Okay.
like right after, but they were really upset about it for some reason. I
Did
can't
you ever get to
imagine.
that point in your life when you're
Right.
old enough that you want to keep playing hide and seek, but you don't want to say you're playing hide and seek, so you call it manhunt?
or you call it
Yes.
night
You ever do
callers.
that?
Yes.
I played manhunt with my friends a lot, and this
Well,
is when
because,
we were
like,
like
what's more-
17, 18.
What's
We're in a
more-
neighborhood, and we're like, manhunt.
Yeah.
Good luck. And a bunch of people would run out into the neighborhood, and then the seekers were in a Jeep with a spotlight.
It was just leveled up.
Well,
They
that's
would
the thing,
drive down the
exactly.
street, and if you saw someone, you'll jump out of the Jeep.
It's more adult hide and seek.
Yeah.
Man,
What's
you
a better
guys-
game than that?
You guys look.
like,
Name one.
when the sun set, I was indoors.
We were like,
Dude,
we would be in the backyards of people's houses, and then their motion light would go off. We're like, we've been had, and we'd like run, like jump over the fence.
It's totally,
love shit like
totally different scenario for me growing up because, like, for me, it was just like I lived in the fucking like ghettos of like
Grew up in
SF,
San Francisco,
right?
yeah.
So it's just like avoid these streets, don't walk on that corner because like there's crews that hang
There's
out
that
on that
tag
corner.
there.
Exactly.
Owns that.
And then like you lived in like an apartment complex, but there was like a gated community and stuff. So you stayed indoors. I remember like playing like Hero Clicks, which was like a tabletop like DC Marvel game, and like hearing gunshots and then realizing like 15 minutes later that there's a bullet hole through my like kitchen.
Oh,
and
Jesus
shit.
God.
Yeah, I mean I don't mean to put it down, Ronnie. I was like, it's totally
No, it's-
different.
it's-
like
yeah,
like
it's
hearing this
different.
stuff.
You didn't play
Opposite
manhunt
ends of
in
that.
that- in that neighborhood.
Yeah, you know,
No, someone played.
You
me.
lived
Someone
man.
played-
You
you
lived manhunt. Yeah.
Listen, Fredo. Someday
You live
I'll
manhunt.
take you out for manhunt. We're gonna jump in the Jeep. I'm gonna shine some lights in some living rooms. We're
And
gonna
I'm
have
gonna
a
think
good
it's the
time.
police.
And then I'm gonna ditch you when the popo rolls
Yeah,
out.
we're gonna,
It was him.
Alfredo, we're gonna bring you into a white neighborhood, and we're gonna play some manhunt.
Oh my god. Oh man.
Dude, manhunt was
Anyway.
great. I loved it. Man.
Did you also have a fascination with getting on roofs?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Oh, of
Well,
course.
it was the
Yeah.
highest point of the house. You had to be up there. I had
We
the
had fire
fascination.
escapes, so just ladder right
Oh,
up.
I couldn't do that. You had to
We would
improvise.
use
Like it was like fence,
Yeah.
tree,
Or
roof.
parkour.
That
Those were
was-
our
that's-
fire escapes.
Those are our fairy tales.
Made out of wood.
I had the fascination with it until I saw the neighbor's kids doing it, and I watched a toddler tumble off the roof.
Oh God.
Oh.
Hey, they're durable.
You brand
got-
start
Toddlers are very durable.
She got right back up, and she's like, "I want to go again."
And when
they were like,
babies are little,
"No."
like kids are under the age of like 3.
They're super
when
rubbery.
they're like rubbery still.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They
The-
bounce.
The bones don't break.
Their
They
bones
go
just bend and
Dude,
flex,
we were
you
at
know?
Michael's house recently, and like when Michael's and Lindsay are watching Iris, they know like Iris so well because they're with her, all the time. They're just like, oh, okay, they know like the limits, right? And then I remember like whenever like we're watching Iris, it's like, oh no, oh shit, like we're just like,
There's an outlet. There's a ledge. She's gonna bang her head on.
don't grab that, don't grab this. Michael and Lindsay are like, no, it's fine, it's okay. It's
Yeah.
like she's just crawling around. We're over here like
Even-
DEFCON 5,
Even
like
11 months, she's got self-preservation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This doesn't.
Ish. Well,
This doesn't equate to
all.
that, but I'm like that with my cat. As in,
don't turn off
no.
my damn Xbox again, you bitch.
Yeah, no, I threaten her a lot, but
That
like,
fucking
I
cat.
live in a
am-
relationship with your cat.
yeah, I am you two, where I'm like, any literal threat, that's what's gonna happen. Whereas Casey's like, she's not gonna do that shit. She's not gonna do that. She's not gonna like tip the trash can over. I'm like, no, she's gonna tip the trash can over and eat the garbage. That's what she's gonna do.
Worst
She's a fucking
possible-
cat. She's an animal. Oh, that outlet that you've left a plug vicariously just dangling, she's gonna lick that because she's fucking
Vicariously.
stupid.
Have you met Matt's cat?
No.
Oh, it's an
No, I
experience.
I don't think
dude.
I've.
Everyone I know that has a cat's like, my fucking cat.
I'm not like that.
That
I love my cats.
Your cats are awesome. Your cats
Your
are like
cats are
little
great.
dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Your
just they
cat
follow you around
is
and
the
cuddle
lethal
with you.
threat, Matt.
No, that cat loves everyone but you.
It hates me.
I
Matt,
do not know why.
That cat only loves you.
No, it likes other people. I've had other people over, and she's like, I would like some pets now. But for whatever reason, I don't know what it
I
doesn't
was
like
feeding
about
Aria, and I
You
was
were
like,
great.
and I was like, I even took a video of it. It was like an old Vine I made or something,
Yeah.
where I was like gonna go pet Aria, and she just hated me. So literally, I put my sleeve over my hand, and I was like, Aria, I'm gonna pet you now. And then she was like, like, and I was like, ow.
And
like
meanwhile,
a gremlin.
I responded to that with like, here you go. I'm gonna rub your belly.
Right,
and do
yeah.
all this dumb stuff too. I'm picking you up and flipping you over.
Shaking
You
them
do
around
whatever.
or her
No,
around.
I'm gonna. She
She's-
hates me.
She's a weird fucking cat too, though, because like you can be petting her and she'll be purring, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm loving this, and suddenly she's like, I'm gonna bite you.
Well, it's all
I don't-
cats, though.
Yeah, I
My
she's
cats
just-
don't bite though. I'm
Yeah,
lucky
it's-
like that.
Oh, Ellie
You're-
beats the shit out of me. Like she's
Well, all right,
still
my cat's
super-
keep scratching me now. That's
Yeah.
that's a scratch left over from Zipper.
Your cats are so great though. 'cause
They
they're
just follow and cuddle with people.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if they're brand new people. Even though Booker, for some reason, is like the friendliest cat that I have, right? Because he's fat and he thinks everyone has food.
He's awesome.
So he's just like, literally, anyone who walks in the house, he's like, I'm going to be friends with you because there's an off chance you're going to feed me.
Yeah.
He was right.
And
In
yeah,
a lot of
cat.
situations,
1%
yeah.
chance over 100 people is a guarantee.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
he's like,
might
so I
as
just
well.
got to go for it. But when the doorbell rings, he growls.
Really?
He growls at the doorbell.
Can you
Aria
video,
does that when
video
someone knocks
that?
on the
I
door.
want to
I'm
see
gonna video
that.
that. He growls, and I think Zipper started to do it too. They just
Really?
growl when the doorbell rings, but they've never once been like pissed off at who's there.
Can you bulk up Zip? Can you get him
He's
to like?
bulking.
Can you get him to a Booker state?
He's getting there.
You know what I mean?
Also, for some reason, his head doesn't grow.
Really?
The rest of his body is
Oh,
the rest
now
of
you
his
gotta
body
bulk
is
him.
he's
Oh,
growing
yeah.
from kitten to cat, but his head didn't. So now he's
Oh,
like
that's
this
awesome.
cat that's starting to get fat, and he's got this tiny head,
Yes.
with giant ears, and I'm just like, what are you?
It's like small head
Did you go in that
game.
callous bod?
He's got callus body. He's the closest to callus body a cat's ever
I'm
had.
gonna start calling him Callus.
Yeah,
Callous.
callus zipper.
Callous
He's just like,
zipper, the cat.
Yeah.
Cheers, boys.
Hey,
Cheers.
Boys.
you didn't fill
Matt-
me
Matt's
up all
been-
the way, but I still have
no,
some.
I don't fill those up all the way because they were like double shots.
Think Ryan will make it back before the end of the podcast?
No.
Definitely not.
He's
That's a
gonna be-
long movie.
Yeah.
It's a good movie though.
Very good movie.
You did me too
And we don't
busy
have
with
Michael here,
spoilers.
so this ain't gonna be no 3-hour episode.
Yeah.
Well, we could keep going. I mean, once we hit 1:30, we were gonna go spoiler cast and just rinse
Yeah.
that.
Right,
movie.
yeah. So we gotta be really careful about that, you know.
Matt, you okay?
I'm drunk.
I heard
A
someone
little
broadcast go,
We're not.
We won't go.
like,
We're not
for the
gonna go
fans,
3
the
hours,
audience,
don't worry.
and the broadcast crew. We're not actually gonna.
Don't worry, we're going to
Yeah.
do a spoiler cast. We'll do it for first members after this. So we'll pre-record it so you can choose whether or not to watch it, but everyone in broadcast has to listen to
Right.
it. So that's how we'll do
In
it.
fact, it's a broadcast-only version of the podcast.
true.
It's the after call.
It's
the
just
last
us
call.
walking in that room and screaming spoilers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you should absolutely go see Infinity War if you haven't seen it. And if you go see it,
Actually, it's
and
just-
it look, you know, and maybe it look kind of blurry to you, maybe it's because you need contacts. Are you tired of overpaying for uncomfortable contact lenses? What have I told you? That you can get a fresh pair of lenses for every single day for less. All right, 60 contacts for $30. If you do the math, that's $1 per day for contact lenses. That's half the price of other brands that do this sort of thing. Go to HubbleContacts.com and get your first 2 weeks free. Now the thing is, I don't wear contacts. I know Michael has used this service before, and he really, really likes it. You know, I'm lucky enough to have not worn contacts.
This is what I look like with contacts.
That's what Matt would look
You're
like
handsome.
if he was wearing
I
contacts.
used to wear contacts.
You used to
I
wear
used
contacts.
to wear contacts, and I can tell you, if I had this service, this would be super convenient.
Alfredo, do you wear contacts?
I don't. I have a minor prescription.
I know you have glasses every now and again, and Jack is always glad. That's his look. But I know Michael uses them all the time, and he loves them. Hubble provides quality daily lenses for half the price of the other guys. Contacts are expensive because 4 companies control 97% of the market, which sucks. That happens all the
Absolutely
time.
true.
Until now, Hubble sells directly to you, so they can offer contacts for half that price. Getting contacts has never been more convenient or affordable. No more overpaying and no more overwearing if you're trying to stretch out how long you can wear your contacts for. I know Kat's done that more than once, so I'm definitely going to try to get her to do something like this. Go to HubbleContacts.com to get your first 2 weeks of lenses for free. That's 15 pairs of lenses for free. You really can't beat that. Hubble is offering off-topic viewers and listeners 2 weeks of free contacts. So go to HubbleContacts.com and get 20/20 vision for half the price. That's Hubble, Hubble, like telescope, contacts.com.
I'll tell you.
That's where you gotta go.
I'll tell you what I like about it.
See clearly. See smartly.
Nice. I like that. It's clean.
Yeah, I like
I'll tell you what I like about it. You're breaking up the monopolies, but you're also getting cost-effective contacts. You get 2 weeks for free, which is insane. But it's also very important that you don't like stretch out the use of your contacts, because that can be, in certain instances, if you get like some sort of bacteria on your contact lenses or whatever, you don't want to risk your vision. That's I mean that's why you're wearing contacts. So like it's very important you get a good brand. And delivery makes it super awesome. Because I used to have to go to the optometrist to pick them up. That was a pain in the butt.
You get me, man.
Anyway,
how about that?
Yeah, no, that's
spritz me up.
You got it. I like when I drink with people that can drink as much as I can. I was drinking with Andy on the last off topic, and that didn't go well.
No,
he went shot to shot with
Andy
me, and it
is
was
the
not good.
lightest weight. I feel like I can load him up with one shot.
Trevor
and
can
he's
drink
gone.
shot to shot with me. I know he can.
I don't understand how YouTube work.
What do you mean?
Because we did that Yakuza video.
Yep.
I was gone.
I was snipping and nipping on the sides,
you did like half of more, double, not
half of more to double.
Sorry.
You just count with your numbers, Matt. You learned them.
You did like double what I did, and you were fine. I can't do it.
What it's called, Matt, is an addiction.
Well, speak for yourself, Jeremy. I hate every moment of it. No.
I hate every moment.
But no, if you haven't seen that Yakuza video, actually, it was
pretty
actually
funny.
One of my favorite
I mean, I'm kind of biased, but
let me tell you the thing I hate the most about that video. It's before I started losing any weight, and my fucking gut is out like the whole video. I've got this giant ass gut, like
Jeremy. Don't worry. Don't worry at all. I watched that video and like I start with my hair being like half okay, but by the end of it I'm drunk and sweating and I'm like
somehow Matt's got sex hair without having sex by the end of it.
Exactly. It's also as hot as shit in that room because there's
it's fucking hot in that room.
Yeah.
It's insulated. The whole room is soundproof.
It's double insulated with all that
Every 5
soundproofing.
seconds that dude that we had to drink when he showed up, he showed up.
Dude,
we were saying
We're like,
awesome,
listen, we're gonna drink the next time we see him. We're not gonna see him for a while. Let's just go down this alley. Ah, son of a
And there
bitch!
he is.
He's right there.
He's in
It
a
was
trash
funny.
can.
When's the
Pop
next
it
time
up.
the stream
Be in
team's
a
gonna
thing.
stream?
I don't
do
know.
that.
We could
Let's
do
do
it.
that for Wednesday next week. Next Wednesday's stream will be stream team.
You can do that?
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
God.
Yeah, think of a game?
Maybe
That
we
room's
should
gonna
do
be
that.
ready?
Alfredo, we'll think of a game the exact amount of time we thought of it before, which is 5 seconds before we start.
Yeah.
It really was. It was so similar. It was.
I would say we played Grand Theft Auto like last
That was a
week.
lot of fun.
Yeah.
That was
that
a lot of
Well,
fun.
we played
Fun.
maps like Cunning Stunts and like Snipers versus Snipers
Yeah.
maps.
Yeah.
With the
When you
audience.
have
But-
like 30
yeah,
people,
like 30
it's
people on it.
insane.
Yes.
Speaking of which, Matt
do
has
stuff
an
on it.
amazing map. I don't want to spoil it, Matt. You can if you want. It's your map. But he's got an amazing map. If you're watching, I think we're going to tweet out sometime next week. We want to set up a recording with you guys in the audience.
Yeah.
So join, I think it's open, the Stram Tam GTA crew, and we'll
Yeah.
play that with you. We want to make a things to do out of it. And I think it's going to be fun.
Yes.
It's kind of nostalgic.
We need about 30 people.
Okay.
So,
I'm noticing you, chill
We're
gamer.
there.
We can
So
get
just
that.
keep your eye on the Achievement Hunter Twitter,
Noticing
and we'll send out crew invites
Yeah.
when that happens.
We still gotta connect with Steffi and figure out what day. We had a day for this week, but then like no one
You don't
was
connect
here.
with
Yeah.
Stephanie, right? She connects with you.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
true.
No, I connect
Steffi's
with Steffi.
connected.
No, I do it
Kinda like that
completely
RT
different.
dot
I didn't
connected.
realize how much the
Sorry,
fucking.
my eye was itching.
I didn't realize how much the Achievement Hunter account tweets
Oh,
until
yeah.
I went to go looking for something, and I was like, "Oh my god, we
Yeah.
like send a lot of shit out." Stephanie
Yeah.
was like hitting that account.
I'll
She's,
make-
she's fucking nailing it.
She's
I'll
doing
say
a lot.
it.
Good
She's
job.
doing an excellent job.
I'll make
killing it with
videos
the social
for
media.
it, and then be like, "Hey, can I tweet this out today?" And she's like, "Well, I've already scheduled."
We're scheduled all
for the
day.
day.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's
We're
wow.
booked for the next
I was
month.
just doing my
So
job.
fuck
That's
you.
from like the
But-
Spyro videos, which I didn't do one this week. Sorry, the Spyro videos.
Yeah, I mean, what's
been
with
busy
that?
this last
What's-
week.
It'll be
what's going
on. It'll
with
be
that?
on
I
Monday.
did see some
I've
comments
been,
about that.
on the
Where's
edge
the
of my
Spyro
seat.
stuff from Jeremy?
I'm
Like,
sorry. I'll do it. It will come out on Monday next week. It's just, I needed a break week after the stream.
That's true.
Oh, man.
Dude, your
it's
stream was
fun.
fucking awesome.
The stream went
That was
great.
awesome.
People loved it, and I was there the whole time.
I wanna
that
find
was
out
almost the
what's
end of it.
the-
I caught the end. I got
what
like the last
happened-
hour of it or so.
What
I
happened?
saw people comment like writing about Jack, so I knew you were
Yeah,
in there.
I popped in a
somewhere.
couple times.
You were in there.
throughout the stream.
Alfredo was in there. At one
I was
point.
in there. I was in there
I
under
was
the
there for like
Achievement
6
Matt was in there.
hours.
Matt was in
Yeah,
there.
I actually was watching it. I was like, "This is enjoyable. I want to
Yeah.
keep watching
It's fun.
Spyro."
I want to know what
Yeah.
happened to 4 hours. Does YouTube have a limit?
It has a
Yeah,
limit
YouTube
of
has
12
a-
hours.
Some
So, and it was
bullshit.
16 and a half
Yeah.
hours.
How
And what
dare
was
they.
interesting is, I did the stream, and people during it were like, "Hey, Jeremy, just so you know, They only upload the last couple hours of the
So
stream.
was the first 4 hours dropped or the last 4 hours?
It was the last, but people during it are like, they only showed the last couple of hours of the stream. And so I ended the stream, and the video was the last 4 hours. That's all they showed. Then, as it processed, it was the first 12, and the last 4 were gone.
So is there?
That
Did you
sucks.
record it? Is there a way to get that audience if you have recorded
I think it's if an audience member has recorded
We
it,
had to-
let us know.
Yeah, get in
I don't
contact
have it.
with
I didn't
us.
record it
Yeah.
because I was having some issues.
Yeah, I had like a 9 a.m. phone call with Jeremy
You
because
did I wake you up?
no, I was awake
Oh,
because
okay.
I woke up because I was like,
he doesn't go to
You
bed.
sounded tired.
He doesn't go to bed till 10 a.m.
I mean, I woke up and I was like chilling,
It's a way
playing
to
some
live.
games. But I was like, you know what? I'll be on like on call right here in case there's any initial like issues.
So if you
That's
actually
dedication,
watch the
man.
video,
yeah, I mean, the
I'm
man
actually
was gonna do
curious.
like a whole
Well, yeah,
stream. You know what I mean?
still,
Like
like,
at
if you
least like
watch
the
the
fact that you were
playback of
available
the
to help,
video,
it's
that
awesome.
12-hour
you know, for my
like,
boys.
There's
Yeah,
that
for
12-hour
sure.
video of Spyro of me playing the original trilogy. If you turn that on, the first thing you see is me on the phone. It's the first
is.
thing. It's
Yeah.
me on the phone with Alfredo. Because
I told you could edit that.
No, because I've hit
I
start.
watched it, but I was like, "No, this is good."
Yeah,
Right, 'cause
it's
it
kind
was
of,
literally
yeah.
me, like, not even doing anything because all I've done is hit start streaming. I'm
Yeah.
waiting for Alfredo to
Yeah.
start the stream. So I'm like, yeah, no, it looks good. And you can tell the exact
And
moment.
then you start going.
Yeah, you can tell the moment he hits start streaming. It's like I'm talking to him, and then he hits start streaming, and I go to the
so,
camera.
So that's how I was like, "Oh, I won't
Yeah.
snip
You
that."
know the
Yeah.
moment. And then, unfortunately, after that, there's about an hour or so when the frame rate's awful.
Oh, really?
Because
I wouldn't say
I watched
awful.
through that.
It's just
It's-
slightly,
yeah.
it's slightly off.
it's like it chugs in certain areas, and I realized that the higher the bit rate I put on upload, the worse the frame rate got. So the low.
There it is.
oh,
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's me on the
Yeah,
phone.
it's you on the phone.
So Alfredo just said that the stream is going.
I was like,
And
all
so
right,
that
hit live.
literally was why I didn't edit post-mortem.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I didn't edit that. Real quick, I do want to say, I want to reiterate, if you did happen to record that stream or the 4 hours that are missing, email info@achievementhunter.com and I'll get in touch with you because
And we'll see if we can
we
get
would
it.
love to. We would love to post that. So we'll work something out if you have recorded that. If
Yeah.
not, no harm, no foul.
Yeah,
But,
it would, and so like eventually we found out that an upload rate of like 3,500 bits was perfect. We didn't lose any frames or anything. But
Gotcha.
like I started at 10K, like I was uploading
Yeah.
10K.
Yeah, it was like 10K, like 1080, and I was like, let's do 6K 1080, let's do 3K 1080, and it still wasn't working.
How
So I
was
was like,
your?
So we
let's
lowered
do
it to 720.
720, 10K, 6K, and that was still an issue. And I was like, all right, we're gonna have to stop the recording here, etc. So we're going
And-
through the whole process.
Yeah, and like so I was talking with people in the chat while I was playing. You can see there's a moment when I'm playing the level Toasty for anyone who plays Spyro 1.
Toasty.
I was
That's
playing
the
Toasty, the first boss,
Yep.
and I was running around in the level, and literally, like, there's a section where I stop, I'm working with stuff, and then I run back in the level and run around to see how the frames are, and I keep adjusting it until
So you
I
can
have
adjust
it
it on
right.
the fly?
I was just doing it on.
Well,
Yeah, you can adjust your
the bit
KBS
rate,
on the fly.
Yeah, you can
Awesome.
you can adjust the bit rate on the fly, and then from there you can see if it.
So eventually we
helps
figured out
stuff
what worked.
Chat, you're asking for more streams with audience participation. Sorry, it's going so fast. I missed
that
your
be-
name. What kind of participation would you want?
What kind of
games?
games?
Would that be like
what kind of
Quick
games?
Flash or
We'd
something
love
like
to
that?
do more impromptu streams on light days like today.
Yeah,
where
the
With,
stream
like,
room is going to be up to full capacity within the next week. So from then on out,
On days when
I-
we're
I
not
would-
recording
the,
anything.
the plan is to do a lot of
Yeah.
impromptu streams. Like I know, like you and Lindsay want to do some Monster
We
Hunter
definitely
stuff.
want to do some Monster Hunter.
Because we never touched on that, and that's
we
an
never
awesome
touched
game.
Monster Hunter, and we really
So,
should.
That's like I hate that we've never touched on that game.
Yeah.
That game filled
It's-
so much
it's
of my
weird.
life for so long.
that
and
game is
it-
so strange, and that a lot of people ask for it, but it's almost like I hate to say, almost not conducive to content unless you do it in a particular way.
You
Yeah.
have to
Yeah.
like have already played it to
Yeah.
really show
Which
people.
doesn't
like,
work well for
yeah,
Achievement
exactly.
Hunter.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like,
people in Achievement Hunter are not
They're-
like the kind of
Larry,
people that will.
It was
Larry,
like-
and a few buddies of mine that help me build stuff. We've played it. We play it pretty much.
You can name drop them. Go
yeah,
ahead.
fucking Dylan McBee. We play a lot of
That's
that
not
game.
a real name.
It does not
That's
sound
a
like a real
fake
name at
person,
all.
right?
He's a bumblebee, and he
Yeah.
just
We play that game so frequently, that and like Sea of Thieves.
yeah.
But we played every day, like right when it came out. And I want to do content. It's so bad, but we just haven't had an opportunity to.
Yeah.
And,
And,
hopefully Lindsay and I can do.
Well, that's one of the beautiful things about the stream room now is that like there's another location in which we can do content, right? So if like
Exactly.
4 people are filming for the
Yep.
next hour, it's like cool. Let's just take people who, let's do like Monster Hunter. That game just came out. Like who are the people passionate in the office about Monster Hunter? stick them in the room, have them stream for a couple hours.
I am stoked about the addition of. So if you don't know, we have, and we keep talking about it.
Yeah.
We have an additional recording space. It's kind of like a copy of what we have normally in our main space, just way cleaner. And it's kind of like a mix between what they have back here in broadcast and these guys back here, and what we normally have, which is a hodgepodge 2 PC setup.
Yeah.
That's like recording and streaming.
If you want to see the room, the best place to see it is going to be on actually Ubisoft's
Yep.
channel.
Yep.
On the Ubisoft North
we
America
did a stream
channel.
on it.
Yep.
We did a stream in Far Cry 5 in the arcade mode, and we did a stream in Outbreak,
Yep.
Rainbow Six Siege Outbreak.
Yep.
Both are in that room, and
Dude.
Ghost Recon.
And it's
And
that
actually
is a
it's
nice
actually in
room.
Gus's office.
It's a
Great.
great
Yeah,
room.
it's
It's
in
awesome.
it's
Gus
the
for letting us
VR
borrow
room,
that
but it's a
space.
full like 4-person. We have like 4 desks, and it's a full like multicam like setup, and like honestly, huge fucking shout out to Brian, Nick for broadcast.
Yeah.
Who, like
All the
have
tech
been like
and-
on call helping me
Yeah.
out, help me learn
It's
all
a
this stuff
complicated
too.
setup, but it's great.
Like my boys right there who like really are just like,
It's-
hey, I need help with this, and they're just like, I got you.
Yeah.
Like let me go ahead and
Well,
help
I've
you
already
out.
been talking about when the Reignited trilogy eventually comes out that I would love to use that room.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's set up by that point to just stream.
Yeah, there's a
literally
couple
all
clips.
day.
There's
Hey,
Matt
that's me.
Oh, there's
That's
Matt.
that guy.
streaming from in that room.
Yeah, and the
Yeah,
cool
That's Gus's desk right
the
behind
cool
me.
thing
Hey,
about
that's
I
Jack.
know that guy.
the cool thing about that setup is that all 8 of those like systems.
I'm there too. I swear
right?
I'm there
They
too.
all
Just
feed.
talk, Jeremy.
They all feed
Come
to a
on.
master console
Come on.
behind Jack right there.
Behind Jack is
Fucking
and then from
better.
there-
Yes!
And you're
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
it.
Look how small I am.
Houston.
Yeah.
It's literally a one up from what we normally have.
Yeah.
Where Alfredo or the next like what's the fucking word, like, or the title, like a tech whatever, will sit back there and like they can live switch like they do here on the podcast. It's fucking dope.
Hey, I'll
It's,
wrap
it's
it.
really cool.
great.
It is a
It's-
lot.
I would
'Cause
imagine,
I remember
yeah.
broadcasters
That's
were like, "Hey, this is
crazy.
not a one-man setup." So
Yeah, dude.
like when I did do it, and then Brian was like watching me, and I was just like, Jesus! I was like, okay,
Yeah.
here, switching there, listen to audio. Like it's a lot of like
Can you
running
cut back
around,
to the
but
room
like
and-
You're essentially like doing off
There you
topic.
go.
Just yeah.
So,
it's
like,
like
see
that.
what
Look
you
at those
see in
guys.
there.
The thumbs
There's
up.
Brian Baker.
Hey guys.
Michael
Michael.
Lindblad. I can't see on the screen. It's kind of dark. But
Do the blood gang symbol with your hands right now.
spell blood with your hands, man.
I don't think any of them know
yeah,
the
no,
blood
it's
gang
Talking about no one
symbol.
knows. I
Alright,
know how
bring
to
it
do
back.
that.
We'll do it right now.
Do it
All
right
right,
now.
right? Blood.
Bing it back in the Buddha.
Blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
man.
You are
blood.
so gangster.
I don't even
You
know
just
that.
flip me off.
Yeah.
Do you not know people don't know how to do that?
Fired.
All right, let's go play some manhunt now.
Fired.
So yeah, I've talked about doing that whole spiral thing from that room.
Yep.
I
It's
want to
gonna
play
be
that
one of
with
the-
you so much.
Yeah, dude,
Oh,
come in.
shit.
There's an
Absolutely.
open invitation to anyone to come in the room. I've already offered. I had a long conversation with. Oh my God, why am I blanking on his name? Sean Bolin. God, I just
Sean
blanked
and
on it.
Bolin?
Sean and Bolin. That's literally how I just remembered everything because I was like, I know we put "and" in there all the time.
Dude, SB, he's a good
Sean,
man.
So yeah, Sean Bolin's great. So I was talking to him about Spyro. I'm gonna be playing it and streaming it the day it comes out, which means it might be streaming over off topic,
Yeah.
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 which
imagine
we're
it
gonna
is.
try to not do as often as we can. So hopefully I can get the game kind of early. I've been doing a lot of talking with Activision right now about Spyro. I've actually been checking the mail every single day because I know that I actually do have an egg on the way, like a real one of those Spyro
Yeah.
purple eggs is on the way.
We'll put that out social.
Okay.
I have
Yeah.
2 packages I know are coming that I want to show off. One that I can't wait to get
One
here.
is
One's the
his
Spyro.
phone that he just bought,
I
and he
wish.
is so proud.
I wish. The one's the Spyro
I had
egg.
to
The
wear a
other
phone.
is a
I own a
fan.
phone.
A fan actually
Hula.
sent me, or like just sent them out. They haven't arrived yet. 2 tickets to see the Foo Fighters in July
to- Really?
at Madison
I-
Square Garden.
What?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
How do you manage that? That's pretty awesome.
They were
Dude.
just like, "Hey, you said on off
Yeah,
topic
a lot-
that
a
you've
lot
never
of
seen
this,
Foo
Jack.
Fighters, and we got 2 tickets,
lot
and
of
we
this.
They
can't
put on a hell
go."
of a good show.
Well-
they were in Austin.
Ever since I was a young child, I always dreamed to square Madden.
So they're gonna like. So I'm waiting for those 2 packages so I can like show them and be like, "This is fucking awesome."
Yeah.
But you know, without saying too much, too, like already in the talks, it sounds like on the Achievement Hunter channel. I don't even know if I've told you this, but
What's up?
there's a distinct possibility that on the
What,
Achievement Hunter
anything,
channel in like coming soon, we'll be releasing footage from the Spyro Reignited trilogy that's never been seen anywhere
That's
else.
fucking
That's
dope.
on the
incredible.
internet.
Dude.
I'm
so
stoked.
we might be
I'm-
showing stuff from levels that have never been seen
Like,
before.
as
And,
as
I'm
excited
really
as
excited
I am
that,
about
so.
Spyro, I've never seen anybody more passionate about a game than
awesome.
I was once passionate about, and it's like it's really exciting. I think the next most important game to me as a kid is easily Crash Bandicoot.
Crash.
Oh, dude, great.
Which was already obviously
remaster that.
Jeremy,
which was obviously already remastered, but that's awesome, dude.
Can we take a moment to acknowledge Jackson pretty silent this whole podcast because he's building the
building
whole
a fucking
Labo
house.
set.
It's really coming
Look
together.
at
It
this,
actually almost like
I got
if you
the
do
black
this,
keys
it
on
almost
there.
looks like a stage, and this is the orchestra. And anyway.
This is beautiful, right? I'm sorry, audio listeners, but essentially, Jack is building the housing for this piano for the whole Labo set.
Here, set it down up here real quick.
It's coming together quite
I want to push
nicely.
these buttons. Do these buttons? I don't know.
Jack's
if
been
you've
very
seen the
focused on
instructions.
building this, and it looks awesome.
It looks
It
really
looks
fucking
really
good.
great.
Wait, what? Those are actually keys?
Yeah,
dude.
dude. That's
What
how you
the
play the piano.
flats?
What?
Also, if
Before-
you're out there, I had a band
Flats
name.
and sharps. Come on.
Yeah.
Well, there's flats and sharps, but I've never heard of a band called the Flats, and I almost started a band called the Flats.
Yeah?
Because I really like that name.
The
Well, there's
Flats?
obviously the Black Keys.
It's better than my old band's name. My old
was
band was
it?
called Covert Ascent. That was
Covert
it.
Ascent.
Covert Ascent was my
That
old
sounds
band.
like
Sounds
the
like my
exact type
old-
of music that you would make.
Yeah.
It actually fits you very well.
I did not like the type of music that we made. It was a type of music that my guitarist really liked. Andrew,
Yeah.
right? He was the
Oh,
guitarist
really?
in the band. Andrew was the guitarist. My friend Nick, who we also made videos
Yep.
with, he was the bassist.
That's all the black
And then the drummer's name was Kevin. He switched a couple. We had a couple different drummers, and Andrew was really into like heavy metal, like scream growl type lyric.
Yeah, like post-hardcore
Where
to
it's like
hardcore,
Satan singing to you the whole time.
Exactly,
It's like,
and
"Hello, darkness,
that's
my
the kind of
old
music that we
Screamo.
performed, and
That's-
I was the vocalist,
That's not even
so I
screamo,
did a
that's just
lot
like-
of the
that's-
screaming.
that's
like,
too far for me.
Yeah,
lyrics
it's
like
a
that.
little bit.
And fucking, we played a battle of the bands with like 20 bands, and we got fourth. So I was like,
That's not bad.
Dude, that's
yeah,
awesome, dude.
Awesome. What?
I'll take
No.
it. Yeah, Covert Ascent did really well. And at one of the shows, we did battle bands twice. The first show, we played a song called "Skin You're In," which was awesome.
Skin You're In.
You're
The "Skin You're In" was what
Was it
called.
spelled urine or was it?
No, no.
You are
Urine.
in.
We played that song, and that band was when we did that. We were so bad.
Was that
We
a
didn't-
cover you said or
Well, so that one we played 2 songs per battle of the bands. The first one was the original song,
Tucson, Arizona? Or?
"Skin You're In," and we didn't have a bassist. Nick didn't know how to play bass at that
Thanks,
point,
Jack.
but he was our bassist, aka he had a keyboard with a bass effect on it.
That's fun.
God,
That's what he did.
Yeah.
bass effect meaning it just like dropped it a notch.
But like honestly, we played the song and my friend was filming it. I don't even know if I still have the footage, but like Nick started it with this thing on the keyboard with like this effect, and they went, "Nick's doing something." Because, like, other than that, you couldn't hear him on the bass
Nick's
effect.
doing something.
So we played that, and then we played a cover of BYOB by System of a
Yeah,
Down.
yes.
And that's
Yep.
great. People
It's
were
awesome.
like rock. They loved it. And then the second year we did a battle
I
of bands,
think
we
we
played
did-
2 songs that were both originals.
Yeah, I think I had a band that was called Opposites Attract. I'm drunk as fuck. It's called Opposites.
I know.
It's called Opposites Attract or was.
You're kidding me. The
What?
first band I was in was called the Attractive Opposites.
Really? That's
You're
awesome.
kidding me.
It's like- anyway, so one
I
of the,
love
one of the
that
bands
we
I was
have
in
so
was
much
called,
shit
was
like
called
that where
Opposites
it's like, this is
Attract,
why we're
and one of the
friends.
cover
I love
songs
it.
we did was BYOB.
Nice. That's
great,
awesome.
dude.
Yeah.
What?
That's awesome. And that's one of my favorite songs ever.
Yeah.
So perfect.
So I went, and then we did, so we had Covert Ascent for a while. We made a couple of songs. It was, and that was a lot of fun. But then after a while, we just like kind of fell apart. That's when then I found Spencer when I wrote the Achievement Hunter rap battle. Spencer sent me a
That
message. He was
dude-
like, "Hey, let me
that
share
dude's
some music."
awesome.
He's
Spencer
fucking
Crew.
insane. He's
Yeah.
he's awesome.
What is his day
I wanna
job?
talk to
Does
him
he do
again.
music as a day job?
Yes.
Okay,
He
good.
mixes music for
He's
his day
fucking
job,
talented as
and
shit.
like so all the time I send him stuff. And he's like, "I'm gonna work on this like after I'm done with work." and stuff
Jeremy's
like
very modest, but I'm very proud of Jeremy.
that. Oh, thank you.
And so, because of that, I'll go ahead and say it for you. Right, this weekend. Do you want to talk about? Can I say this?
yeah, that's
Can I
fine.
say this?
Yeah, sure.
1551, which is Spencer and Jeremy. Well,
Our side project
your
band,
side
yeah.
project band is actually dropping a new single, or
Yeah,
new
we have a
song,
new
or-
single coming out. So a funny story about the single that's coming out. So we have a new song. It's our 4th song, our fourth
Talented
single.
motherfucker.
So fucking
It's
Son
coming
of a
out.
bitch.
It's coming out either this weekend or next week. It's gonna be available to download, and it's So yeah, it's our 4th one. And a funny story about this one. It's called "Nobody Gets Left Behind."
Mm-hmm.
It was actually originally the chorus of it and some of the verse was written for Laser Team.
Really?
And
awesome.
and so we wrote like this thing and we sent it to Daniel and we're like, "What do you think about this?" And he was like, it's too serious for like what we're going for and stuff like that.
Well,
and
Laser
so
Team's a bit of a comedy,
so we actually
so-
changed it
Yeah.
up and we wrote a song. Spencer and I wrote a song for Laser Team. It might get released at some point. We have a totally separate song that's just the Laser Team song.
Yeah.
But then this one we reworked it and re-released it as Nobody Gets Left Behind, and it was originally for Laser Team, and it's fucking awesome. So yeah, Spencer did great. I send him stuff, and he's just like, "How's this sound?" I'm like, it's amazing.
He's fucking talented.
Yeah, he's insanely talented.
Speaking of being extremely sober, let's go ahead and pop this baby up. You know what I'm saying?
Well.
Matt, clink me on the dink.
Clink.
Clink me on the dink.
It's a written link.
It's not a spoiler to say Peter Dinklage is in Infinity War.
Honestly,
he was on the poster.
What photo?
Honestly,
what photo did they just show?
He's my favorite part.
What is everyone talking about?
Wait.
I think they found the MySpace.
What did you do? What did you do, broadcast? What have you done?
Hold on. Before you say that, did you all three saw Infinity War?
there.
Did you know was in Infinity War?
Yeah.
See, when I saw him,
Might be a bit of a spoiler.
it might,
Guys, stop.
No, we're not going to say his character. We're
before.
saying that he's in the movie.
He is in
no,
it.
it's just a cameo, dude. Okay.
Okay.
Just a cameo.
I didn't know. I didn't know beforehand.
Spoiler alert!
No, but
Spoiler
seriously,
alert!
What the fuck was that?
yeah, put it in the edit.
That was the 1337 donation from Extra Life.
Oh,
I remember-
I'm sorry. I know I remember that from somewhere.
I remember vaguely that
There
his
it
name
is
was
up.
dropped.
His
There we
name, her name was dropped, and that I didn't. But when I saw the person in the movie, I
down
didn't
there.
know that they would be there. So if you'd want broadcast, you can go ahead and censor the name. The comments on YouTube will let you know that they're very upset about it. I'm upset about it.
Wait, what?
What?
I don't know.
I lost.
They seem
I
very
want Trevor to run like
protective.
this to talk to Jack.
Broadcast seems very protective of talking about a person that was confirmed to be in the movie. There's a person.
The fact he's in the movie, he was on the poster.
He was on the poster. Then there's no spoilers there.
Trevor just addressed
did
Jack
not
like
look-
this. He was just talking to the cameras. He was like, oh, and then Jack's on Trevor went, well. By the way, what photo did you show? I'm not letting this go.
I saw a MySpace pop up, and that's all I know.
What?
They're saying they didn't show a photo.
You are full of shit. They
We
were
saw
talking
the
about
chat.
I have
They
a-
would've
we have
shown
a
us
chat.
the
Oh,
photo.
down there so I can see this photo.
Alfredo, you're in danger. I kicked a lot.
People said
Yeah,
that
I'm
photo.
drunk,
They were all
so-
talking about photo. You're full of shit.
Oh god, Jeremy's getting angry.
Touched like every
Hello.
orifice on Alfredo's face.
Oh, there we are in Covert Ascent. So there's me.
Oh, where was this posted, you freak?
That's from Battle of the Bands. That's the second one we did. So I got my BC Rich.
Whoa.
Jeremy looking cut.
Who's your bassist?
Jeremy, I
That's
admire-
Nick.
Nick?
That's Nick. If you never knew what Nick looked like, so
I
if you
know
ever
what Nick
watched
looks like,
videos where I was playing with
Hold
my
on.
friends Andrew and Nick, that's Nick as the bassist, and then that's Kevin as our drummer in the
If
background.
you nice Marshall setup. If you are a bassist and your bass is it needs to be at your knees, Mark Hoppus style,
Right, he didn't
or
do
it
any
needs
of
to
that.
be just like we're
he's
still seeing
way
the
too
picture. I
high,
can't see
yeah.
the monitor.
He's
But it needs to be
lazily
like up
playing.
here, like I
Nick-
slap on the
Nick
bass.
was Nick didn't move much. Nick was like he stood there and he played.
He looked like he didn't move much.
Andrew,
He didn't, like,
we've
he
always
didn't-
laughed that is like the opposite of fun. I'm sorry for watching this, Andrew.
I've been doing this for too long, camera 4. It's too late.
Andrew
I'm coming
hates
back.
Andrew hates fun.
Thank you.
And so he was the guitarist, and like every now and again, maybe he'd go back to back with me, and we were like both playing guitar. But other than that, he was also very stationary. So it was my job to kind of move around
Yeah.
a lot.
Were you?
You didn't have anyone like Murderface who played the bass with their dick?
No,
What?
we did not
you never
have
saw that?
They were high schoolers. Were you?
They were high school.
That's my high
They
school
couldn't have learned
gymnasium.
that.
Were you the lead guitarist or were you the
I was a
rhythm
rhythm guitarist and
Yeah.
lead singer.
Awesome.
That's awesome. I was in band.
Matt played trumpet.
I
and
did
we all
play
played
trumpet. Yeah.
Let's bond over that
So,
and then
right
ignore
there,
it
we are
because it
playing
was
our
band.
original
Yes,
song
exactly.
called Rapture. I know for a fact that is during Rapture, which is one of our original songs.
Well,
Jimmy,
I'll-
what I love about this is like, not only did you have a passion to do this, and that's awesome, but you had a passion enough that you got other people to do it. Like I had a passion to do a lot of things in high school, but I could never convince
I
my
wrote my
friends
friends
to
into
do
it. Yeah, and I'm
like,
wearing a nice sleeveless shirt with Kat actually painted that shirt. It's got like a fabric paint on it.
That's awesome.
And it says Sunrise, which was our first single that came out. And then it's got like a painting. And it's actually the Covert Ascent logo is in the bottom right, which is kind of hard to see. But like, yeah, that was.
That's
Oh, man.
I'm gonna have to post
Didn't
a
like
picture.
Covert Ascent at all. I
How
didn't-
long have you and Kat been together?
Kat and I have been together for
At least
11
3 months.
years.
Forever.
around that time.
At least
yeah.
3 months.
I started dating Kat when I was 14.
That is beautiful.
Yeah.
And
So,
now you're
Holy hell.
22?
And now I'm
21?
26. I'm 26 now. Still one of the youngest in Achievement Hunter, though.
Yeah, you are.
Who's
Well,
Well, I mean, to be
you are
fair,
the
I'm not
youngest.
like no one's getting
I'm
younger.
not the youngest.
Yeah.
No, Andy's younger than me.
Oh,
Wait.
got you.
Sarah.
How old is Andy?
Sarah's 22.
Andy's
He's like
20
36, right?
Andy's 25,
okay.
and I think someone's younger than me.
Sarah,
Too. Is
Sarah's
Sarah?
like 22.
Is she really?
Yeah.
Dude,
Wow,
it
she's
all-
super
it
young.
all
And how
goes
old's
down-
Neil? How old is Neil?
Neil's an old soul. I would
He's-
guess he's about 57, 58.
His soul is at
No,
least
Neil might be younger than me. I
Neil
don't know.
is one of my favorite people.
I love that dude.
And also,
like,
how
he
old's
has such a
Larry?
unique-
How old
Neil's
is
an
Larry?
interesting
Who
person.
cares how old Larry?
No,
He
no,
has
no,
such
I
a unique
care.
perspective on
Okay.
life.
He,
Honestly,
he
I don't know.
does.
he is
He's
as well.
he's
Listen,
one of
I
those
don't
people
judge
where
people on age except for Neil
I think
because I love that guy.
I think Shifty's about 39. Is what I think.
Yeah, he's been shifting for about 4 decades.
He's been shifting.
Hey, can we
Yeah.
bring the chat back? I like having the chat.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, yeah.
Dude,
But,
Chaz,
oh,
those
yeah.
guys,
No,
those guys
that's
are great.
Trevor.
Hey,
That's right.
Is that
Yes.
right?
more for me,
There
my
you go,
friend.
pal.
where are we? No, yeah.
We're in off topic.
We're in a
So
safe
that
place.
reminds me
Yeah.
when you
Texas.
talked
Right
about
up
your
there.
bassist.
Wanna let it
Just not a whole shot.
Opposites
Because
attract.
that's
We
double.
played a couple of shows with we did a lot of cover songs
You're great.
like to practice, but we also had a
Don't
lot of
open
unique
this.
songs. Adam Fisk was the guy who wrote most of the songs that we did. Great guy. Met him in high school. Knew him through my drummer. And I'll probably post. I posted a picture of me in high school on Instagram at some point. With it was me playing a Les Paul. It's like the Les Paul is twice as old as I am, and I'm very, and I'm actually genuinely proud that my father owns this guitar because it's a very impressive guitar.
Yeah.
But in that show, we also did like. Do you remember like when you do rock? I think was it Rock Band or was it the other one?
Guitar Hero?
Guitar Hero,
where you
yeah.
do Star Power. Where you
That's
go
Guitar
on.
Hero Star
Yeah,
Power, for sure.
it was funny. There's a photo of me and our bassist. She and I like lined up and then did like Star Power at some point. I'll post that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But man, like I miss that the most probably.
Playing live
High
shows is
school-
insanely fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so fun.
I mean, I love Let's Play Live because of that reason. Because you're playing
Yeah.
to a crowd that has
Or when
like,
I'm
an
when I
energy.
rap on stage at Let's Play Live,
Yeah.
is like my favorite.
There's
nothing
that's one of
more
those like things
awesome.
I'll never forget was doing the Surgeon Simulator with you.
I remember that.
yeah,
that
that
was
was-
fucking dope.
I was so tired by the end of it, but I was like, that's one of the things I'll
Yeah.
never forget in my life. Like,
Yeah.
I'll
You
be
run
on
on
my
pure
deathbed talking
adrenaline.
about
It's
avocados,
insane
but
how
I
much
remember
you
that.
just
Well,
like
it's
to
one
run
of the
on
reasons why I like live events. I like RTX. I like
Right,
going to conventions. I like to just meet people in person. I just run on pure adrenaline.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's so rewarding to see people. And when you do a band thing or whatever it is, and you have like your friends, your best friend, your closest friends that like know you intimately, and they're just there rocking out to the songs that they've heard for the first time that you guys have wrote together. It's like. It's just so rewarding, and it's
Yeah.
like one of the things I miss about. I want to get back into playing stuff.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's
Like
fun, dude.
Like I've got my guitar sitting there, which is like interesting. Which is another conversation I want to get into because like I want to identify my guitar. I'm very thankful that we have such a
wanna
large
name it?
audience. I'll probably post a picture of this guitar because it was a Schecter. But before they went, I think Japanese owned or Chinese owned. It was like back when it was like prototypes. So
Right.
anyway, I'll post that too.
That's one
But,
of my
like-
biggest regrets is that I had a guitar that I used to play before I moved, and I left it at home because I was like, I'm not really that
Always
great.
take it with you.
and,
Mine
yeah,
just sits in my
exactly.
house and rarely gets
Yeah.
played. But
Every time I walk in my office, my guitar is right at the door, which is the point.
yeah.
I put it right there because I'm like, I want to fucking play. I need to practice because I'm so rusty. I'm so rusty.
Yeah. Same.
Because I started playing in like 7th or 8th grade, and I actually got pretty like
Yeah.
decent. That's okay. There's the picture of me.
Wow.
Look at him. Look at Trevor. Hell yeah.
There's my Marshall in the back.
so good.
There's my drummer Matt Boris, a longtime friend of mine, a kick-ass dude. But yeah, that's us playing at the Emerson in Indianapolis. If you are an Indiana local,
Damn.
That's awesome.
Dude, being in a live
But-
band is so much fun, and the closest I get to that now is the raps at Let's Play Live that I get that I'm very lucky to be able to do every now and again, and all the time I think of like if we ever did a Let's Play Live, we had a couple of shows where we had like an opener. Like there
What
was
was that?
one or two
Sorry?
shows where we've had like an opener at Let's
Yeah.
Play Live.
Yeah,
you know what
I mean, the
We
very
had-
first one we had IUID, who was a chiptunes artist, who was
right,
awesome.
and then we had like another one where sometimes it's just like a game. Like
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
we had like Quiplash.
No, it was
Or-
Dub Wars in Los Angeles at the Dolby Theater.
Right,
so it was
so we've had openers like that,
Yeah.
and I think all the time how much I would
we
love
doing?
to in a future Let's Play Live, like be an opener for Let's Play Live and just perform like TOP, terrorize, like some form of some rap
Listen,
battle.
and I'll dress up as a Slender Man. I know.
Right, we'll get Trevor out there.
I know I gotta lose some
Can we get
weight.
a photo of Trevor as Slender Man from Terrorize?
Literally any screenshot of Slender Man in that video.
Yeah. I've never been in a band.
That was fun.
But I have been in a boy band.
Yes,
Dude,
you have. We just found out about this.
What are you talking about?
What?
So Tim and I, Tim Geddes, who were is a part of Kind of Funny.
Not you okay?
We all used to work
okay.
together. Tim has been a best friend of mine for 12+ years at this point, and we were together in high school, and then we worked at IGN together.
Whoa. Together?
Yeah, I mean, the boys. But one of the things we used to do, like he was the intern, I was a contractor, but eventually we ended as like hosts and producers at IGN. And what we used to do is make like IGN original skits. So one of the things that we did was an Avengers boy band music video.
Tyler, Brian.
If you go to if you go to Tim Geddes' Twitter handle,
he just posted it.
He just posted the video.
Yeah, Barbara pulled it up over the weekend. And we were watching that, and then we were just watching you like body roll, and I was like, damn.
I remember that.
Yeah, I was put as the Hulk, but the joke was like I was so skinny back. I'm still skinny, but like I'm
Oh, yeah, I was so skinny back then.
super back then. I was
Jack, you and I, like,
super scrawny.
guys.
But the joke was like I was the thin Hulk,
Dude.
Yeah,
throwing around
So-
like tanks and shit.
It was fucking dope, and it's also like old
thin
school,
Hulk
like
would
OG
be great.
Fredo, which is like a totally different look than what you got.
There's
going on
a
right now.
lot
but it's
of-
also
yeah.
like, but it's also like suits you. Like both these looks, like this look that he's got going on. Look at how handsome.
There's a Trevor look right here.
beautiful.
Wait, that's a Trevor look. No, that's the Fredo look, son. And
True,
then,
I am slightly older.
and then there's the buzz cut with the
There was the
studs.
buzz
You know what I'm
cut.
saying? Like
Dude, 'cause
looking
Tim-
fresh.
Tim and I were like, damn, like
Fresh.
we went to a high school that you had to have like a 3.5 GPA to get in, and then it was
Nerd.
like,
All
right.
I would have just missed it.
Yeah.
Look at these motherfucking.
and then it was
I
like,
would've
so
been right
it
in
was
there, don't
mostly Asians. That's not racist. That's
Racist.
that's actually what it
It's
was.
just a fact.
It was
It's
mostly
just
no, it was
statistics, okay?
mostly
You know what I'm
Asian.
saying?
Lowell High School. I'm sorry, that's how it was.
Wait, what was it?
Lowell.
Yeah,
Lowell?
Lowell.
Like
Yeah.
last-
Oh God, Jesus Christ.
Look at that boy.
Look at
that boy.
Fredo.
Look at that Timmy, baby T.
So obviously
look at
we were.
that.
Baby TG.
Obviously, we were really into Asian chicks, specifically Tim.
Porn.
And we were like,
Porn.
damn, all these guys were like, they're like, all the other Asian guys were like getting these chicks, and like,
Fredo, this has been bothering.
they all had like the buzz cut with like the diamond studs, or like, we gotta rock that look too.
That's
So,
what Asian chicks are into.
Own that look. That was Fredo.
rock the look.
How'd that work out?
It worked out pretty well.
Did he get some Asian chicks?
He's like,
some Asian chicks?
well. So,
Well, they weren't into
Fredo
him.
and I.
No, they wanted nothing to do with Tim.
Yeah, yeah.
They're like goddamn round eyes.
Fucking man. So,
All right.
anyway, what I was.
Moving on.
That's a Sark joke. That's something I've heard from Mr. Sark a million times, and I love it. It's
Man,
like my favorite
if
thing.
only I could just
Mr.
say
Sark
like some
is so
stupid and blame it on
direct.
someone else.
Hey, there's the hook. No, play. You gotta play it, son.
There he is.
You gotta play
Dude,
it.
we did a whole song, a whole like
Oh, there they go, there they go, they
choreographed
played it.
dance.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
God.
Oh yeah,
Dude.
it was a whole thing.
No joke. I was caught between like cringing, but also
Yep,
like
there's a
bopping
tank.
my head. Like Barbara was like, she was like nodding her head, getting into the tune. I was like, oh my god.
It was
Oh my
It
god.
was a
God,
whole.
look
It was
at
a
this
whole
fucking
thing.
Thor.
Nick Scarpino as
Oh
Nick
shit, is
Fury.
that Iron Man?
Dude, it was
Hey,
it
who
was
was
a whole.
Iron Man?
Darren Brazil.
Darren Brazil.
who was
Invented the country.
yeah, he was the head of head of
Is
IGN's
that
video
fucking
team.
Troy Baker? Like,
No.
is-
But- yeah, no, it was a whole.
The country broke me.
What was the
so
budget
much.
on that?
the budget was about $5.
It wasn't too bad because we filmed it at IGN.
Who
so
was
we
that in
used,
the
like,
bottom right
rooftop
just
and
then?
stuff.
That's
Are you
Fredo in the
saying
bottom middle.
Was that Twizzler?
Twit. No, Red Vines, please.
All right,
Twizzler.
sorry.
Mr.
Wait,
Pibb and
Red
Red
Vine,
Vines equals crazy delicious. Anyway, cut back to stop giving them attention.
Yeah,
That girl's hot.
Please do
You
not
know her?
steer attention from us
Naomi
outside of
Kyle,
the studio.
former
Thank
host.
you.
Naomi
That's a Bo
Kyle,
Burnham
you said.
reference.
Yeah.
I don't know her. I've never met her.
Yeah. She's pretty.
So what does that
So
mean?
I can say that she's hot.
Who's hot?
Well, if you've met her,
Black Widow in that video.
if you've met someone, why not say
Scarlett
they're hot?
Johansson?
Then it's like you know.
I don't
and
like
you're
that.
supporting them.
I don't like
Hold
someone.
on. What is this?
No, I can.
There's Trevor Slenderman!
Oh my god.
There's Trevor with a sheet over his face.
That's literally like the worst screenshot. Why don't you get me over the pickup truck or me in the?
That is over the pickup truck, I think.
No one can tell
That's over the pickup truck because it's the end of the fucking
I will
verse.
crap my pants.
That's why I'm saying through terror. There you are. Look at you. You're over the truck. He was also on a milk crate, I think.
There was I was on a milk crate. There's so many times where I just went like that.
Little
You
snap
should
in the
watch
neck.
that. So actually, before I get to what I was trying to get around to, shit. No, yes.
Wow.
We have a lot of
Shut
new.
back up.
We have a lot of
Shut.
no. That's how far back I'm back.
Right.
We have a lot of fans.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
That are new to us
Thank
this
you.
year, like 2018. Welcome,
Trevor, you
white.
white.
Wow, Trevor, yeah.
A lot of
God, not
people-
jovial jester.
Well, jovial wants no, you're white.
That's not how you spell jester, by
might-
the way.
I've been looking at my DNA results from my parents or my grandparents. I might be pretty white,
Yeah, well,
but I'm
I mean,
also
I never would have guessed.
mostly not white. Anyway,
that's
I
two different
want
sides
to
of that.
know if you're a 2018 fan because
Of the
Stream
year?
Team is so early on, and Minecraft, the things you were referencing, like shopping list and like the getting
Yeah,
the
no,
goal and all that.
and I reference like let's test and let's
Lester, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like all these things
Those
that
are
the
old,
words
man.
he's
Lester's
saying.
a
I thought Trevor could keep up with you, Jeremy.
again.
I'm just
What?
saying words,
He can.
Jack.
He's doing a
I
great
want to
job.
know.
Well, let's find out, shall we?
Please
Sure,
don't
why
make
not?
me do more.
I
I
want to
want to.
know.
Trevor's my boss. I don't
Where's
give a
Ryan?
Yeah,
Not-
he's still watching.
Dude, he's still
Probably
there.
just-
Hey, we still got another
15
ad read,
minutes.
boys, so you
Oh, do
better
we?
buckle
Three?
up.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's got about 15 minutes left of that
Buckled.
movie and
Yeah.
some tears to shed, or maybe not shed. I don't know. Maybe I don't think that guy feels.
Ryan will
anything.
not.
I
Ryan
heard-
will
I
not
don't think
cry.
he feels-
If
I
I
heard,
didn't feel anything,
Thanos and them just talked it out.
Thanos or Thanos?
Thanos.
if I didn't,
Thanos is what I was corrected
Thanos
to.
and Thanos, I've heard.
I've always said Thanos, but I
stop.
looked it
I
up.
don't want
It's
to hear it.
Thanos.
I see you.
It's
I
pronounced
don't- I don't-
Madame.
Oh, sorry, that's a big one, Alfredo. I'm sorry.
Jesus fuck.
Um,
I'm gonna half that.
but anyway,
I'm opening this. Oh, by
yes.
the way,
Trevor.
I'm curious how many nice spill there.
No problem.
I'm curious how many fans found us this year and also maybe don't know Stream Team.
2011,
maybe weren't
2010.
there when
2006? That can't be right.
that's
Damn.
that
awesome.
could be right.
Yeah.
2005,
Right
right?
there.
2011.
Welcome. How many people maybe missed the Stream Team thing? Because the Stream Team thing was like maybe a 2015
I
item.
missed the
Do
stream.
you remember? I'm gonna ask you two.
I'm gonna remember.
I
What
remember.
what was our best performing stream team video? What game was it in?
I am
don't.
bread.
No.
Batman.
This will shock you.
I'm prepared to be shocked.
It's
I
an
don't-
awful game.
I
What
don't
is it?
know.
Think about it. What is when I say
Jeremy,
awful
I'm
game?
a level with
Games
you.
that infuriate the internet. What game comes to
I'm
mind?
gonna level with you. I'm fairly
Here's the
drunk.
Yeah.
as of-
passing out. Okay, so
And
here's
I don't
what
remember what we
infuriates
even
the
played.
internet now.
Thank you.
PS4
Never mind. I don't want to trigger
PS4
anybody.
exclusive.
God of War.
Batman.
No, it was a bit, and then it extended. It was a game that was criticized because it had
No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky.
Holy shit,
That
yeah,
was
it
the
was.
best
Oh,
performing
we
stream
did
team.
That's
so
because
good
we
on that
streamed
one.
it day of.
Day
We
of.
did. We
streamed
were on
No
top of
Man's
that
Sky.
We also did a stream.
I bought a
in
physical copy and we
That's-
popped it in.
a physical-
I
that's
bought,
what you do with those.
no joke, bought a PS4 for No Man's Sky.
That was a mistake.
I bought a PlayStation
But-
4 and I streamed the games the night it
Speaking of
came
buying
out.
a PS4, buying a PS4 Pro for God of War.
Yeah.
Good move.
Yeah,
That is
Michael
a
did
good
the
move.
same thing.
Absolutely.
I did that.
That game is so great. Like I can't overstate how much I enjoy
Please
that game.
overstate.
It's incredible. Like I don't know
People
what
love
it
it.
is.
People love that game.
Throwing that axe and being like, "Come back to me."
That was
It's the
literally
best thing in
my
the entire game.
like Kratos with his like what were the
Nah,
Chaos
buddy.
Blades or but anyway.
It's
I'm
been
just,
a
I'm
day,
just,
dude.
I'm just, I want to have a poll or like, I want to pulse check the audience because I'm curious when people joined us,
When people join.
what they know of us, if they ever saw the stream team because that was early on, if they ever
It was-
saw like,
yeah.
there was like because I know that
This
there's
will be my pulse.
a tendency to like if there's too many new people in a video to like they don't know how to feel. They feel like it might be too much. They might, there's, and I get it. Like it's totally, it's a valid.
Mhm.
I understand
Most of the
that.
people at this table could be considered new people.
Sure.
You
Sure.
know? Right.
Yeah.
Especially like
I'm
from like
not Jack.
especially from
oldie.
the stream
I'm
team's
8
point of
months
view.
in.
Like
Yeah.
when we watched, it was literally like it was the five
If-
or six guys. Like
if
it
you
was
were-
the team. Like that was
Yeah.
Achievement
If you were to have
by
told me
definition.
that like 5 years ago, if you told me that, yeah, on the podcast today will be you, Jeremy, and Trevor, I wouldn't have believed it.
Right. Because
What's
we were
insane about
making videos
that-
together
Exactly.
outside of Rooster Teeth.
What's insane about that is I remember the Minecraft. Sorry, you'll know the episode where you went to
Sober Matt might.
the
but-
Griff helmet and you played
Mind
Griff
ball.
ball.
No,
I do know. I do know the
no.
episode only
But
because
it was
not Mind
effectively
Ball.
Griff ball.
Grip ball. It was
It's
just called
just-
Grip
And
It was
Gavin
Griff ball.
burned it down.
yes,
Oh, I remember
that was hours of my life that I watched disappear
Within the first
in seconds.
30 episodes, right?
Yeah,
It was something like that.
I know this because Sarah looked it up yesterday.
Okay.
It was 22.
22.
Yes.
Wow.
The
Right, we were
first
looking through
appearance
some old episodes the
of
other day, yeah.
Axial Matt.
I'll tell you right now.
I
with
only
this
I
bottle,
only say that because it's in the Minecraft that
is.
just came out. And
I
it's
love,
a fan favorite.
I love how
apparently.
quickly I shit on Gavin for that.
Good.
Yep.
Yeah, I was proud of myself. Good
Well,
job, Matt.
all right. So
You also quickly shit on Gavin in that episode.
Yeah, I know. It
Where
was,
Gavin
it was
punched
right
you
away.
and you punched him back.
to
I
jump
did.
back in
It was
time,
awesome.
Go for it.
and I'm sorry, this is probably going to exclude Alfredo and Jack a little bit.
That's fine.
What up?
Jack, Jack's
we love
busy
you
with
anyway.
cardboard.
Jack,
He's
you,
fine.
you
almost
joined
done.
Achievement Hunter recently.
Alfredo,
Yeah,
you feel
I'm
free to
still
jump
new.
in whenever
You're the
you like.
newest.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just
Newest.
sorry that this story is going to be mostly related to myself, Matt, and Trevor. So
But you can join in.
The S.
You know,
like
I started watching Rooster Teeth content in 2007. I think is when I started. Do you happen to know the year that you started watching?
It was early.
I only know that
Like,
because it's
yeah.
the year I broke my leg, and that's the same year I started watching.
I
That's
don't
the
have a
only
good
reason I know.
memory, but I remember the year that it was when the RVB season 1 DVD came out. Because my
Wow.
friend
The
brought it to
DVD,
me.
okay.
Yeah, he brought it to me. He's like, "You're gonna love this."
I think
I just remember
think
watching it. My friends like did. Like we were watching it and hoping his dad was still asleep, so he wouldn't hear anything that was coming out of the speakers. And that was how we watched RVB.
I
And
feel
that's
like
how
I'm
you
one of
live in
those
South
rare
Carolina.
people that I discovered Achievement Hunter before I discovered Red versus Blue.
Mm-hmm.
Like that doesn't happen very often. You don't see that.
Well, I
very
mean, I'm
often.
sure it happens more today.
Maybe, yeah, maybe more today because Achievement Hunter
Yeah.
is more out there. But like,
Especially more in 2014.
like literally, it
For
was an
sure.
achievement guide that I heard Jack and Jeff talking on it for Force Unleashed.
The holocrons.
It was the Holocron collectibles,
dude. I
dude.
love doing those things.
Dude, you did the collectibles, and I remember literally turning on the video. I was sitting in my bed, I had the video on my laptop, and I was playing the game, on the TV over here, and I was just trying to get them and get the achievements and stuff like that. And I remember thinking to myself, like, what the fuck are these guys doing? Shut up! Like, just tell me where they are. But then, like, as I listened to it, I was like, oh, these guys are actually pretty funny. And like, so then anytime I looked up an achievement after that, if I saw it was by Achievement Hunter, I'd go for that one. And then that's how I discovered Fails of the Week.
Yeah.
And then like as I went to college, because I was in an animation department, which I kind of have a cool story related to that. I'll say that for later. Because I was in an animation department, we all had computers, and then there was a big screen where we would show each other our work on the screen. And anytime I was staying late at college to work on an animation, I would put Achievement Hunter up on the screen. So everyone in the room was just watching Achievement Hunter. We were just watching like the Mario Let's Plays and stuff
Right.
like
Yeah.
that. Which were, like really old school shit. And we just found it so funny. And so, but the behind the scenes with me, Matt, and Trevor, it goes back so fucking far. It's insane how much we've done together before Achievement Hunter. Like when you really stop and think about it. Like Matt, I remember the first time I did a video with Matt was a GTA 5 Easter egg. It was the UFOs.
I remember that. Yeah, I
we
do.
did the UFOs. And the thing I remember about Matt is anytime I did a community video with Matt Bragg,
You'd have a long conversation.
it would be like
Yeah, you
2
would.
hours
Yeah, you
before I'd
would.
end the Skype call.
Yeah, dude.
I would Skype call
Yeah.
Matt Bragg.
I liked you guys. I wanted to have a
I would
conversation.
Skype call Matt Bragg.
I enjoyed your
He would-
company.
He would talk to me for like an hour. Like
Yeah,
literally
dude.
an
That's the
hour. Matt
thumbnail
would talk
right
to me.
there.
I wanted
These
to,
two making out.
And I would talk to him, and then we'd do the video, and then like an hour after it, we'd still be talking.
Yeah, well, it's because it was
Yeah.
I
great to
remember
have
that.
conversations with
So we
friends.
did the
I love you
UFO
guys.
video.
Yep.
Trevor,
Yep.
I don't remember the first time I did a video with you, but I
AKA
remember
reached. At
Reached.
The time.
I remember
Reached.
that, yeah.
Okay, but I know that we did a podcast together.
Yes. We did the
Community Hunter podcast.
Yep, which still exists and is still public
It's still
and is
out
still
there.
around.
Trevor and I were part of this Community
Don't
Hunter
listen
podcast.
to
Don't
it,
look for it.
please,
Yeah,
for the love
don't
And
of
like
do
Jesus.
anything.
hours that Trevor and I would talk to each other and stuff like that. And then RTX 2012 rolls around. Or
13,
no, 2013.
Yep.
13, you're right. So 2013 rolls around. I go to the Community Hunter podcast, the Community Hunter panel. So
And
I
I
just go
show
there.
up late.
And
So
Trevor's
I'm in the
late.
back.
So Kat and I are sitting there, like in the Community Hunter podcast, and Matt is on the panel. So they're like, talking, they're doing all this stuff. I go up and I ask a question.
I want to say I was wearing the shirt you made.
Yes, Matt was wearing a shirt that I made for him of his face. It was an achieved shirt of Matt's face.
I forget what I was on the other day where it was like, I still have that as my icon.
Yeah.
Like, it might even be like,
because I made Achieved logos for everybody, like the Achieved shirt designs for you and a couple of other people. So I went on, I asked a question to Matt, like specifically to Matt, I think. And like we talked back and forth for a little bit. And I was like, all right, cool. And I walked back, after I asked my question to the back of the crowd. And I was going back to my seat, and Trevor was sitting there.
This was before you asked your question. You were in the back of the line.
I was in the back of the line, and you were sitting in the back of the theater.
I ate my thing was going to crush.
Why are you going to eat the thing that he was going to crush? So I planned that for so long. I showed up late because I had just finished a panel, watching a panel, and I was like, I got to be there. So I sat in the back, in the middle, right in the middle, and the line for the questions had just formed, and I see Jeremy from the back. I didn't know what he fucking looked like. Right. But I see Jerem 6401.
This is what I looked like. Ready? I'm going to show you exactly what I looked like back then. I had this out, and I had the hat on.
It's literally the same.
That's so accurate.
This is exactly what I looked like. If you wanted to find me, I had the Celtic cross, and I had a hat on.
What a transformation.
This is what I looked like.
That's literally
Jeremy,
this is it.
You are you, and I love that.
Yeah, so this is exactly right. And I was Jerem. They both called me Jerem. Matt and Trevor called me Jerem.
I don't know if I
you called me Jerem. You did.
Yep. I don't know about that because it was weird. I knew your name though.
I'm not gonna argue. I did.
Yeah,
I saw on the back of your shirt Jerem 6401.
Yep.
And so I went, huh. So I got up because there was like 5 people ahead of you. I was like, hey, are you Jerem? Are you like? And you're like, oh, hey, what's up? And I'm like, oh, I'm Reach. It's nice
and I was like, oh, Reach,
what's up, dude? Yeah. So we like shook our hands, blah 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 blah. And like, and then you went up and asked your question.
Well, yeah, and then we hung out for the rest of that RTX. Remember, like, I still have a video of no, Jack, and you'll remember this. I still have a video. That was the RTX where you guys had it was the first year you did the Achievement Hunter Lounge. So you had your Minecraft houses behind where you were
that was a nightmare.
And I never made it through that shit.
Oh yeah,
the line was fucking long.
I waited at the end of it, and I was like, I'm not waiting through that line. I just stood there, and
but Mr. Jerem was over here.
Hey, just come
I got there first
out.
thing.
Jerem was there Saturday, first thing in the morning. Got through. Got all the signing. I was like, ah, damn it! What a good idea.
But if you remember, Jack, do you remember what was right next to that? Achievement Hunter Lounge?
The Assassin's Creed was there.
That was it. Assassin's Creed 3. And I still have a video.
Was it 3 or Black Flag?
Black Flag multiplayer.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
Yeah.
I still have a video of Kat was filming it. I'm sitting there playing the multiplayer, and Trevor's playing next to me, and me and Trevor are going like, just playing with each other. You can hear Trevor go like, "Suck it!" and stabs me. Like, and the two of us are playing. And like, we did that. We hung out the entire RTX. We went to a party, like an Iron Gaming party with Barbara was there, Monty was there.
I had a dance off. With Monty, and it was I can't remember. It was the what was that game? I need to think about it.
It was like Dance Extreme. It wasn't Dance Revolution. It was something like that.
No, but there was a developer there.
Iron Gaming. Iron Gaming did the party. Yes.
There was a guy from Iron Gaming, and he was like, I saw you, I met you. You come out here, you dance. And I was like, oh, I don't know how to dance. And then it turned out to be like a dance off with Monty. And I was like...
And Monty's incredible at dancing.
So Monty did like a dance. And I was like, I can't fucking do it. I sat my Red Bull on the ground, and I just flailed.
And that's the first time I met Joel as well, who would eventually become my boss. And Joel was like drunk off of his fucking mind, and he was with this. Do you remember this? He was with this girl.
Yes.
And the girl wanted nothing in the world but fucking Joel. That's all she wanted.
The girl was a fan, and that fan had a boyfriend because I saw her with this guy like over the course of the weekend. But that night, I was like, I leaned over to Jeremy. I was like, I bet you I can get Joel to talk about.
Who do I send?
You did do this.
Who do I send a picture to real quick to get up on the thing? Michael, Tyler. Tyler, gotcha.
Okay. Yeah, I remember you doing this to me.
And I'm like, I bet I can get a conversation with Joel started.
Yeah.
And I said, tell me about, like, how do you feel about the economy in Japan?
That's exactly what you said. I remember that. I remember you saying that.
And it went off.
And Joel just like, oh man, I gotta talk about this.
And then fast forward, like, what was it? 2.5 years, just two years.
2 years later.
And you guys are sitting in the same role, Joel Heyman.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, honestly,
that was the craziest fucking thing to me because like we You and I, we came out and we had lunch with Joel.
Yep.
Like,
we had lunch
early.
with Joel that day.
He ate my chips. That was
then
my
he
my
did do
whole
that.
my whole
He ate
thing,
your
my whole
chips?
meal was like chips because I didn't really like tacos. He ate my chips, and then after that he was very sorry. But that's all I remember about that.
I remember that.
You and me having a lunch with
I'll
Joel.
talk about that day in a second, but the party with Joel, the part I always tell with that is Joel was hammered, like absolutely hammered. Talking to you and me.
I have all 3 selfies with me and Joel.
Yep,
I took
have a
one
selfie with
because
him.
some woman was like creeping in, and like if this like the whole frame is the photo, she was creeping up in here, and I was like, I kind of wanted like just a clean shot, just like you and me selfie. And so we took another one, and she was like even further in, and I was like, I just want a fucking photo with Joel Heyman. And at that point, he was like, I gotta go to the bathroom. So he's like,
that's the thing. This was the
He's
moment.
like,
The
that was
moment
like-
he was
that
like,
was-
I
he was
need
like-
to go to the bathroom.
He's
I
like-
remember this. We were talking to him, and he's like, I gotta go to the bathroom. I gotta go to the bathroom. And before he went to the bathroom, he had a whiskey and coke in his hand. People kept buying him whiskey and cokes. Whiskey and coke in his hand, and he handed it to Kat. Right? He gives it to Kat, and he goes, I gotta go to the bathroom. Goes to the bathroom, and like the girl almost followed him into the bathroom. Like the girl wanted him bad. So then he comes back.
Be where to do it.
I would follow him into the bathroom.
Exactly.
I gotta go pee
So
right
he
now.
came back out
Sometimes
of
you
the
just want to make
bathroom.
sure he's okay. You know?
He comes back up to me
hole.
and Kat, and he's talking to me and
This
Kat,
guy.
and he has another rum and coke in his.
Where'd
he has
they come from?
He has one in his
Where'd it come
hand,
from?
and he's drinking it. And Kat is still holding his from before he
Original.
went to the bathroom.
Yep.
And she's like, "Do you want this back? Like this, you gave me this." And Joel stared at it, and he was silent for like a minute, just staring at it. He was like,
I bet you he was assessing.
He was
was it
assessing.
drugged?
Exactly.
Is she trustworthy? Who's she working
right,
for?
and then he goes,
Who's she working
he goes,
for?
"Nah, you can keep it. It's yours.
Nah,
It's yours."
nah. I remember
It's yours.
that.
Yeah,
I remember
Kat
that.
goes, "I don't want this."
And then you and I, the next night, began our annual. Well, we need to continue this.
Right.
We have to go back.
Okay.
We began our annual RTX thing to go to Touche.
We went to Touche every
Touche
you're
was-
right. On
Touche
6th Street, we
was
went
a
to Touche.
bar that we just stumbled across because the guy at the door was super charismatic. We went in. He's like, listen, we're rated like 20,
Touche has
we're rated like
nothing going
Oh
for
yeah,
it.
except for flaming Dr Peppers. If you're a fan, get a flaming Dr
Flaming
Pepper
Dr.
because they
Pepper's
hate it. They're like we're rated number 28 out of 29 on the street.
That was not great.
That guy, I think that guy is still there.
He is still there. I went there fairly
I'm sure
recently, and he was there.
He's got like a white, like a white person fro, where it's just like he just like hasn't cut his hair. It's
Yeah,
just-
exactly.
Yeah, it's just,
and he's just got a lot of hair going on, but he's still there.
We went there every year. You're right. Yeah,
we went
did
there
do
that year, and then we went there the next year because we were there, and then when we were both hired, Kat had a family member in town, and we were like, "Fuck it, we're going to Touche."
Right, yeah,
And we met
Alex,
at
her
Touche
cousin, yeah.
again.
And we went to Touche. Right, yeah. We went there with Alex.
We
and,
never got their
yeah.
signature drink of Dr Pepper. I don't
think I've
envy
ever
those
had a
guys.
flaming Dr. Pepper.
No,
I just watched him do
definitely
it.
not. I don't envy those guys because one of the bartenders that works there also works at a local bar here. And I was talking to him, and he's like, "Oh, I fucking hate that because you put 151 rum in your mouth and you have to spit
Alfredo,
fire
do you know
out."
what a flaming Dr. Pepper is?
I have no idea what the fuck.
Let me
that is.
explain to you.
Go for
At
it.
Touche, a
it's
flaming
Dr. Pepper, but it's on fire.
Oh
Close.
my God, he's here!
Right.
He got his Dr.
whole
Pepper!
Okay, wait, Ryan. Without spoilers,
All right, sorry.
how are you
Sorry,
feeling right now?
How did you feel about Infinity War without spoilers?
There his picture is.
There's this picture.
That was a picture from the theater. I just got it.
Ryan the Twit.
Dude, just the emotion.
All
All
right.
right.
And that was his spoiler.
that's
for the
Alfredo,
week.
a flaming Dr. Pepper. They take, if I'm not
It's okay,
mistaken,
Ryan.
it's
That
a
was-
Lone
You
Star.
liked it though, right?
That was yeah.
Yeah,
No, it was
all right.
good. He was real
He's
good.
gonna cry. Look at
Real
his
good.
eyes.
I'm tearing up. Actually, it's mainly the.
It's probably.
I had a Diet
Okay,
Coke, so
okay,
you got
so
tear up a
you-
little bit.
It was too much.
You can't drink. You can't chug a soda or a beer, right? Because it burns.
I mean, you can.
You
Yeah,
can
no,
do whatever you
can.
want.
You're thirsty.
If you're a fucking freak,
The burn
it
is
makes your
just
eyes
the acid
water.
reflux.
Anyway,
It's
Jack
just too
made
much
this
gas.
lovely
You guys
piano.
put the chat back up? I missed the chat.
Jack, can I play the piano?
Sorry,
It's not done yet.
Okay, I just want to play
so-
the game.
I'm like,
anyways,
I used to play.
I've finished
I
step
used to be
3 of
confused.
6.
Alfredo, a
Jesus.
flaming Dr. Pepper, and I'm sorry if
Yes.
I say this wrong, but I I think this is what it is. It's a Lone Star beer. Half a thing of Lone Star
Bud Light.
beer.
It's not Lone Star.
Is it?
Well, I've had it with Bud Light.
Where I did it, they did Lone Star.
They got a picture right there.
It's a
Look
local
at that
It said
picture.
it did Lone Star.
Look at the picture right there.
And then the shot that's
No,
on top of
that
it.
picture's not indicative of what the drink is.
Right.
That's
It's
that's
just
a
alcohol.
shot.
Well,
Fire,
if
yeah.
you're familiar with what an Irish car bomb is,
Yeah.
all right, which is, half a pint of Guinness and then a shot made of Baileys and Jameson that you drop in and chug.
Right.
A flaming touch of pepper is the place we went to that did Lone Star. It could be anything. The shot is mostly Di Serono, right? And then I think
It's amaretto.
Amaretto.
it's
Di Serono's
amaretto.
amaretto.
Amaretto makes the
Amaretto,
Dr.
and then
Pepper
the top of
flavor.
it is 151.
Yep.
They top it with 151.
Well, they also spritz it with their mouth on fire.
Right,
with
so then what they
151.
do is the bartender
Let it all
takes
out.
Are they
a
dragons?
swig
Let
of
it all out.
151,
Maybe.
he lights a fire in front of him, and he blows fire, and it lights the shots.
Or she.
Or
That's
she.
incredible.
It was always been a he every time I see
It was the guy that like.
It was
runs
the guy
place,
we know.
basically, Usually.
lights them on fire, and then he drops them in, and as soon as they drop in, you have to chug it, and
Whoa.
it tastes like apple.
Well, it
No,
tastes
it's like
like
Dr.
it
Pepper.
tastes like Dr. Pepper is the point.
Dr. Pepper, that's
is that
sorry.
the shot? Sorry, yeah.
Salty,
Is that the shot is on fire? And we actually saw one time where there was like 15. It was like a dozen.
Yeah,
of
and he just
like
lines
full
them up.
glasses
Yep.
with shots set on top of the crev between the two glasses for 12. Lights them all on fire
Check.
with his breath. And then
it
then-
hits them,
and
they
then you
all drop
kick-
in,
Then you
yep.
kick the last one. They all roll in, and then the fire goes out, and then they chug it.
And you chug it. So,
I'm too scared to
Just-
do
it's not
anything.
done.
you need
yet.
to do stuff like that. Like
freaks.
Irish car bombs are one of my favorite drinks. I love Irish car bombs because, and I know Jack has said this multiple
so
times.
good.
As someone who's watched a lot of Achievement Hunter content before I worked here, Jack says all the time. He goes, "If you do it right, it tastes like chocolate milk." That's the Jack thing to say.
Yep.
Um,
You're not supposed to call it that anymore,
That's just
though, right?
in general.
There's something
no,
else.
it is called an Irish car bomb.
Unless you're in Ireland.
Unless you're
Yeah,
well, okay, so
it's pretty insensitive.
it's pretty offensive.
If-
the
yeah.
name of it. I did Irish car bombs on St. Patty's Day. I happened to be streaming on that day, and I was like, I'm gonna do Irish car bombs. But I couldn't call them that, so I called them like fun bombs and happy bombs and friendship bombs.
Okay.
I'll just call them what they are. Drunk.
Just call
have,
babies.
I'll have one
You know what I'm
friendship bomb.
Because they're
please.
so
I want
awful.
so many friends.
It's because it's like referencing an awful thing. And,
yeah, it's fucked up.
like there was actually like car bombs in Ireland that
Yeah,
were like
no,
awful.
it's,
Yeah.
it's terrible.
It's
so,
pretty
but
bad.
they're
I
a
can't.
delicious.
It's like, I'll take
drinks.
one hate crime, please.
Delicious.
Yeah. Well,
That sounds good. I'll have one too.
No, you want a hate crime? Yeah, okay.
So Ryan,
Yeah.
it
It's good.
backhand you.
was good.
It's good.
It
Real
was
good.
good.
Enjoy it?
Real good.
Okay,
Good.
cool.
Real good.
I'm so happy we
I'm
can
very-
talk about it in the office.
I'm very
now.
happy that
Yeah.
you saw it because I feel bad because it would have been spoiled for you if you didn't. see it last
Walking
Sunday.
into the office today it was like I opened
It
the
was
door
tense.
and I was just hit in the face with like this wave
Silence. Just silence.
of fuck.
We
Yeah.
we literally all
Yeah.
looked at you like, wow, we got to stop.
Yeah.
We're talking
Even the
fuck it.
Marvel intro has no sound.
Yeah.
Like right, the Marvel intro is like quiet
We need
and
to-
like, awful. It's like
very
this is gonna be
modern.
bad.
Yeah.
Oh no,
We
the
need to
Marvel
get
intro
away.
sets the tone. Right?
Yeah.
It's like shit.
Jeremy,
Spoiler.
we need to get away
I was
from this
kidding.
right now.
Oh,
Why?
I'm very
music.
drunk.
Yeah.
I do
Oh, he's
not
gonna
want.
let- he's
I do
gonna let
not
something
want to
spill.
spoil
Hey, Matt.
anything.
We need
No,
to,
yeah,
we need
we're
to
not-
move
Matt,
on.
Matt,
Look at me in the eyeball sockets. Pick up that thing that's the same shape as this thing.
Dude,
Clink it against it.
I will
Don't make
say
you more
Now put it
drunk.
down your gullet.
I will say Infinity War, the only thing I could think of that's better to look at than that movie that was so beautiful is a great set of flowers.
Flowers.
Tell me about
ProFlowers.com.
flowers.
This episode of Off Topic is brought to you by ProFlowers.
Yes, it is.
ProFlowers, again, Mother's Day is coming up. We know
Absolutely.
that. May 13th,
May
Jack
13th.
said.
Go for it.
So, but regardless, I use ProFlowers all the time. I'll tell you right now, it says on this ad read, say a personal experience and stuff like that. Not lying, I use ProFlowers all the time. It's a great thing to be like, every now and again, if you just want to kind of buy something nice for your significant other and they like flowers. Like, I know Kat likes flowers, so I buy her flowers all the time, just randomly. I'll just do it because it's nice. My mom likes flowers. I'll get them for... Hey, can you get those out of here, Matt?
Yes, I will
Just-
bring them right to the front.
Please don't drop it.
I'm fine.
So yeah, they're great. Like just as like a random gift, even if there isn't an occasion like Mother's Day coming up, it's a great gift to just get for someone randomly. I love doing that. But Mother's Day, doesn't Mom deserve more than just one day? When you send her ProFlowers for Mother's Day, she's guaranteed to have at least 7 days of fresh, beautiful flowers. And yes, they do last that long. That is totally true. Right now, off-topic viewers and listeners can send 100 colorful blooms with a free glass vase, starting at just $19.99 plus shipping and handling with the promo code OFFTOPIC. With fresh flowers, guaranteed delivery, and unique vases and accessories. Yep, they send the vases as well. Your mom will love. Pro Flowers has everything you need to get a Mother's Day shopping done for all the moms that you know. You don't have to just get them for your mom. If you have a friend who's recently had a kid, if I wanted to get flowers for Lindsay to be like, Happy Mother's Day, you're a mother, I could do it using Pro Flowers. Just choose the delivery date you want, and it's guaranteed. You can even get your gift delivered on Mother's Day, May 13th. If you go now, you can assign exactly when you want it delivered, and they do it on that day. So Mother's Day is obviously very busy. I would recommend doing that like right now. The only way to get 100 colorful blossoms with a free glass vase starting at $19.99 is to visit proflowers.com. You click on the blue microphone in the upper right corner. So on the screen, you'll see it right there in the upper right. I'll put it up here because that's the way it's going to look for you. Like that. And then you use the code OFFTOPIC. Easy as that. That's proflowers.com. The code is OFFTOPIC. You click on the microphone, put the code in, get some flowers for your mother or for any mother that you want to kind of celebrate if you have a friend who's a mother that day. And there you go. It's that easy. And they look great. They really do. So, proflowers.com. Thanks, everybody. Get your bloom on or something.
Get your bloom on. Yeah, here, give me those. I'll put them.
That's Pro Flowers.
Dude. They look awesome.
They do. I literally, I buy flowers for Kat, like, all the time, just random flowers. Because, I mean, if you ever need something to get you in goods with your wife or girlfriend, just get flowers.
Or just do it to brighten their day.
Yeah,
no, it's all about personal gain.
Yeah.
Oh.
Spoken like a married man.
Just gotta make sure, you know.
That's I did that for my mom and my grandma last year, and you know what? They really liked it.
I said something to Kat.
I was
like ashamed of myself, and I thought it was so funny. We were in the car, and Kat she just bought a new car. I said recently, which was funny because we went and sold our old car. We sold the Mazda.
You don't have it anymore?
No, we got rid of the Mazda.
I like that car.
Yeah, the Mazda's gone. So
what about the Celica?
Celica's been long gone. So we sold the Mazda, and I was in. We went to a CarMax to sell it because they gave us the best deal. So we were like sitting in the CarMax, and this guy comes up behind me, with all the license plates and stuff. He's just taken off the car, and he like hands them to us, and he goes, "Oh, you're Jeremy Dewey, aren't you?"
You're son of a bitch.
I was like, "Yeah, I am." And he goes, "Oh, you're selling the Mazda, huh?" All right, yeah. It's probably a good decision. And he like gets out there, and the guy we were working with is like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "What the fuck just happened?" I was like, it's a long story. But anyway, so I was in the car with Kat and her new Camry. She got a 2018 Camry that she loves, and she's like, I'm having trouble connecting my phone.
It was for that angle.
Like, my phone isn't connecting. I'm having trouble with the Bluetooth and all this stuff. I'm trying to download these apps and all. So I get in the car. I'm working on it. And, like, after a little bit, I figure it out. I, like, delete something, get it all going. Her phone connects to the Bluetooth. And she's like, oh, my God, you did it. You got it. You got a Bluetooth. And I was like, yeah. I mean, that's at least a hand job. That's what I said to her. And she's like, oh, all right.
All right.
What is this life that you guys
That's my life.
live?
That's my life.
Well, they've been dating since high school, right?
Right. No, I mean, come on. 11 years.
You know.
Their marriage was arranged since high school, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it was.
I can't fathom if I was with the girl I was with in high school.
Right. It's insane.
I say I can't fathom, but I would definitely not be here. I'd be working a job that I hate.
You'd be dressing up as a fairy, and not in the sense that I don't know what the sense would be, but F-A-E-R-I-E, right? Because if I recall, you spilled that all over the place. If I recall, your early girlfriend,
I have to slam it down.
That's okay, and
You
I
don't
love
have to
it.
point it out.
Listen, that's what I love
buddy.
about you, Jeremy Dewey.
Thanks, Trevor.
That's what I love about
Thank you,
you.
Reach.
I want to.
Oh,
just give me a little.
Hey, wait. Jerome, don't talk about me like that again.
I'm sorry.
So, no, but seriously, though, on a serious note, Matt Bragg.
Yes, that's me.
Axial Matt. Axial Twat.
Getting serious
if
here.
you will.
I'll stab you.
I remember you showing me a map. Was this the same girlfriend that was very, very into fairies in the the real sense?
Yes.
Like literally F-A-E-R-I-E-S. fairies.
F-A-E.
She was super.
That's how fairies are spelled, right? Yeah.
F-A-E?
Yes.
Sure. Yes, actually.
I honestly don't know the difference between literally fairies like Twinkerbell and
Twinkerbell.
What is her name? Tinkerbell.
Twinkerbell.
What?
Listen,
That's like the.
how many of these have I had?
That's a hairless guy. That's like with a wand.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Twinkerbell.
Hey, I'm Tinkerbell.
Hey.
You and I are gonna have a good time.
Twinkerbell. Anyway,
Wait till you meet Thumbelina.
Oh my god.
Right up there.
Yes. She was into fairies.
You would know then the spelling difference because I don't know.
You were
difference.
correct.
The comments can Twinkerbell. Thanks, guys. Thanks, everybody. Thanks,
Everybody,
guys.
Thank
you.
Correct. Trevor's correct. You're right. That is how you spell fairies.
It is not how you spell fairies. I'm watching up Fairly Odd
I know
Parents.
you're so wrong. Fairly Odd
Don't
Parents
hit me.
means I heard you so much.
I think that's one of the.
Oh my god!
Son of a bear!
He's strong. I haven't spelled a single drop.
No,
I
you
won.
haven't,
Okay,
Trevor.
we're good.
Trevor, you have one over me.
Hey, can we get some paper towels?
towels?
There, you son of a
Spencer.
bitch.
Paper towels? Oh, they're right there.
And that's right. I insulted my coworker.
Is there only one in there?
Right.
No, there isn't, but it didn't come out.
Hi, everybody. How are you doing?
See, I think that's one of the cool things about like Kind of Funny Prom is that like Jeremy has been with Kat for so long.
Correct.
And like Jackie and I have only been together. We're about to hit 3 years. And the thing I'm
really?
super looking in
You had
June.
something about
I want to
fairies.
kiss you
Yeah.
in celebration.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a good celebration. But like that's what I'm looking forward to for Kind of Funny Prom, because I get to do the whole corsage thing.
I wanna know.
Dude, let me tell you,
Dude,
as someone
that's
who's
gonna be
been
fucking-
to
It's gonna be awesome.
You never did a prom?
Well, I did, but I didn't get to do one with Jackie. And Jackie's
Jackie
like,
is the
Jackie's
most
like
important,
my
right?
lifetime
You know what I'm saying?
bae. You
I
know
got
what
you,
mean?
I got
She's that love of the life.
Shut
Yeah,
up, you'll
love
hate
it.
it eventually.
Ah.
You know?
Or
Shut up,
you
shut
just
up, 14 years
or-
old.
or-
I hate
As someone who's been to
hate you
4
so
proms with the
Get
same
out of
person.
here, you
What?
young
Hang on.
Look, I know it's not
Shut up.
gonna be green.
Four proms with the same person?
Damn.
Was it her
Wait a minute,
or
wait,
her
Kat's
junior
a year
and her
older than
senior?
me. Kat is a
Oh
year older
my
than me,
God.
so...
You don't go slipping up in prom 4 years straight, man. That's like a senior prom, like a junior prom.
Yeah.
You don't go
Yeah.
fucking
You do-
slipping up
you
in
do
there
that
as a
once.
I didn't even
And
get
then
sex
you
after
end it.
most of them.
Wow. You still don't get sex today? He's a virgin.
This is a
Look. I get it. You get married, and then the flame kind of dies out a little bit, but you gotta put in.
You don't
the
have to get
effort.
married for the flame to die.
You
How's
gotta
marriage,
put
Jack?
in the
How's marriage,
effort.
Jeremy?
You know what I mean?
I love
because
being
Kat will yell at me
I love
later.
I'm
being
sorry.
awesome.
I'm almost
I asked
Put
you.
the
Hold on.
effort in. And
Because
it's like, look, I don't care about being with her
Got distracted.
for 3 months or 10 years. If that's your lifetime
Your bae.
bae, you put the effort in.
That's
You know what I
true.
mean? You spend
Yeah.
every day like, hey, I'm
Well, not-
fortunate and grateful to be with this person.
Well, not every day, because I mean, you have to have like a day of rest.
Yeah, sometimes you have
Yeah,
to
no,
do it
no,
yourself.
no.
Like God of War comes out and you're like,
There ain't no day
Well,
of rest.
See, what
when the
I've
bae
done,
comes to
what I've
play.
done is like, God of War is my day of rest, as well as like, hey, we're spending time together. Look at all this God of War we're playing.
true.
Look, do you see what Kratos just did right there? That's the experience you and I had together.
Man,
Not
I
like-
want to say, and I hate
What's
to
up?
say it,
Say it.
you're a low-key sociopath. I love you.
what?
I love you deeply.
Trevor,
Not too deeply.
I want to say something.
Go for it.
I agree with you.
Oh,
There's-
Casey,
I wanna say,
There's
you're my
not a
favorite human
moment
being.
that I don't think I'm a low-key sociopath.
Thank you, Kent, who wrote in the chat, the flame never dies. You are correct, Kent.
My flame for
I
Kent
make
has
jokes
only
all the
gotten
time
hotter.
about Kat and I, like, you know,
The
oh,
more-
we got married, then everything went to... It did.
The more deer jerky
No,
Kent
he made
brings in,
absolutely.
the hotter the
If
flame
you-
gets
If you marry someone
for someone else.
just for the sheer effort you have to go through to do a wedding, you love
It's
that
a lot of
person
effort.
more than anything in the world.
That's not
Matt,
accurate.
Matt?
What?
No.
Yes. No,
It's not?
absolutely.
Okay.
For me at least,
Go
if
for it.
I'm marrying you, you better fucking know I love you more than anything.
Let me tell you
Yeah,
something,
you
Matt.
shit.
Let me tell you something, Matt,
Go for it.
with planning a wedding. Here's how the wedding planning went from my side. It was a matter of Kat going, Jeremy, there's these two options, all right? This one is blah,
Is it
blah, blah,
pink
blah.
or is it
This one, blah,
blue?
blah, blah. And I'm like, Kat, you do what you want. Like, it's your wedding, you do what you want. And she goes, how come you never help?
I know.
And I'm like, Kat, if I say the wrong thing, I'm fucked.
It's true.
Like, you just
it's
please
100%
pick
true.
what you want.
I want to ask you a question. I love
That's-
Kat. Kat's an amazing person, and I'm
True.
so thankful to know her. Did you guys got married in Boston? Our
wedding was in New Hampshire.
My own
Actually.
slurs.
Our wedding was in New Hampshire, in a place.
You're
in
all
New
good,
Hampshire.
dude. Don't
Gotcha. Okay, so not too far. So your friends.
Right, yeah,
come,
it was
your
about a
family
30-minute
come.
drive,
Sure.
yeah.
She is verily invested in, like, she sold the house. She had the wedding planned, like, and then she bought the new house, and you were just like, bleh.
But
You're just
exactly,
like,
I was here being like, I play video games. Right.
I'm glad you did.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So you felt under the flame every time, like, I don't give a shit, and she's like, oh my god, you don't give a shit.
Right. Exactly. Right.
So that's how it went.
She had
Or
so
was
many
it
questions.
was it more like,
because
I don't really care. Like,
it's-
I love both these options. I love both these colors.
the thing is, I don't really care
Sure.
to an extent. It's like
I
I
wanna know
understand
more
it's a
about
it's, I understand it's a stereotype, and I'm sorry. This is just me talking personally
true, it's
about
true.
our experience.
Don't
This
get
doesn't
too
mean that-
personal, Jeremy.
This
now.
doesn't mean that it's just that I'm saying like this is the way it is. I'm just saying, Kat cared more about aesthetics of the whole thing,
Sure.
and it was and for me it was more about like who's gonna be there.
Yeah.
Like Kat talked a couple of times about like let's just have a wedding where it's like the two of us, our parents, our grandparents. That's the wedding. It's
Yeah.
just like this tiny thing,
like a small wedding, a quaint wedding.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
you know,
it.
close
it doesn't
family,
because
It doesn't need
first
to be
degree
huge.
family.
You
It
love
doesn't
the
need to be
person.
huge, because
you don't
for
need
me,
to have like a huge
I
party
have-
for it.
And Matt, when you and I get married, it'll
One
just
day.
be our,
It'll be perfect. Because for me, I have between
I love that Fredo reaction.
I think I have between 30 and 40 cousins,
Okay.
and Kat's similar, between 20 and 30 cousins.
Why?
Same cousin. So it's,
What do you
Like
mean?
first
Why? It's
cousins.
not like he decided, Matt. He's just
No,
just
but
a-
not same cousins, but there's the
that's
thing
me
about that.
asking his ancestors why.
Irish Catholics. I don't know.
So we have a fuck ton of family.
Yeah.
So if we wanted to have a wedding where we invited the family, even just to the extent of first cousins,
nuclear, right?
it's 150 people at least, right?
Jesus
Like,
I actually kind of like that. That's awesome.
it's nice. And so I was
I'm a
like,
very
all I could
small
think about was
family.
if we
me
don't
too.
do this, I'm gonna have family members, gonna have aunts and uncles. Like, why didn't you have a wedding? Why didn't
Sure.
you go to the wedding?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we had to work out all the shit of like, okay, we're gonna do this giant wedding, and Kat, of course, is freaking out trying to set up everything, and I'm just the idiot husband of like, pink flowers are pretty. Right, like, what do we-
100%. That's gonna be me.
right,
Like,
exactly.
I'm not. I'm gonna be like whatever you want.
She's like,
I
what
don't
do you-
give.
What do you
one
think about
shit.
this cake? I'm like, it's got sugar in it.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Right, like, I
does
just,
it
like,
taste
it's
well?
nothing.
That's fine.
I want
what it
sugar,
looks like.
I want
does not
sugar
concern me.
bread with
So-
my sugar milk.
She, to her credit, she did fucking everything. She did everything for that wedding, and then we had our wedding, and it was awesome. Like our family still talks about like how fun our wedding was. It was
You
just-
looked so hot.
thanks. And it was just a great time. It was
That's
just a
for
great
Tumblr.
time.
I'm
You know,
sorry.
everyone was having a party. Everyone was having a blast.
Well, see,
I like the call
And,
out
like-
for that's for Tumblr.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
the
Like,
thing.
I know my
make sure
audience.
Yeah.
whoever's doing the most work, usually it's the wife. I'm just like, I'm not trying to be stereotypical
Well, but
here. For
that's-
me, it was. And if that's
So-
the case,
so-
make sure they get what they want.
So-
and
No,
they
no,
have
yeah,
fun
yeah.
time.
It's
an extremely important event, and you were more interested in just like the ceremony of it. Like
I was
you
more
wanted-
interested in
you
like
wanted
I
to be
set up
Kat-
like make sure they had the open bar
Yeah,
and I made
yeah,
sure
yeah.
they had like the
You wanted to be
food
like
had,
Kat
stuff
for the
like
rest of
that.
your
That
life.
was what
And
I
Kat
had.
was
the
more
thing.
interested. Like she wanted to have like a ceremony around it, and you were like, I don't. I really.
I'll just focus on the
like
party.
you have whatever you want.
There's
Yeah.
the opposite, and it's kind of like how I envision my wedding with Jackie.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people are thinking like, oh well, like the guys. I want the guys to get more involved. For me, I feel like I might be too involved. Where the fact
You gotta
that
be
I'm
careful
like,
about that.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
right. Where I'm just like, babe, what's the cake look like? Babe, what are we doing this
Yeah.
for this? And so I'm gonna go into it with the mental mind state of like balancing it out, right? Where it's like, look, if you want me to interject, I got some opinions. Let me
Sure.
know. If not, I'll step the fuck back. I
Yeah.
told her though. I told Jackie though, I'm in charge of the music.
That's
I'm like, you
That's
can do
fair.
whatever you want.
That's fair.
I'm in charge of
I like
music
your
because
like
I
your
have some
taste.
very specific things
Yeah.
that gotta go down at my wedding, like during
Specifically?
the like the
What's a good
reception.
example?
The examples like during the reception,
Uh-huh.
the groomsmen, we gotta come out to Kanye West's click. It's gotta happen.
Absolutely, we do.
you don't.
No,
Look at Jack.
Yeah, I know.
You
No,
don't.
no, I got
we
you.
do.
Not
I got
anymore,
you.
not
I got
anymore.
you. And then also, there's got to be a moment during the ceremony where, Jackie and I are up there, and then putties come out of nowhere, and then start trying to take Jackie.
Like Power Rangers?
And then the groomsman is like, it's morphing time, and like it's gotta happen. Like it's like
has to
I am
play that
more
to
than
the
there's a
very
very specific.
No.
I was like, give me that, and you can have anything.
So Jack.
Just like
How was
Jesus
your
intended.
Well, I'll tell you.
I remember when the noblemen, and the royal, the royals when they get married and the putties show up. Prince William had to fight them off.
You mean Kid Putty?
Jack.
So Jack's been busy building the piano, and I don't blame him at all.
I want
But
Jack to
he's
know.
also the onlyest man at this table that's been married.
The onlyest man.
Well,
Yes,
no, Jeremy's
the
right
only-
here. He's been married.
He's not a man, he's a boy.
Thank
You,
you.
you have to let
He's my boy.
Cat know.
I'm
that
a
this is
little boy.
You're a dude.
You're a dude.
This is a man.
You're a boy. We've also like extensively covered the lovely ceremony that was Cat and Jeremy.
Yep.
I just wanted Jack's been
feel bad,
making
I wasn't
faces
there.
this whole time, and I
No
would
information
love to
there.
hear
I know.
a little bit of Jack on this.
Jack, wedding planning, how'd it go for you?
So Katie and I, her family lives in Australia, obviously, and so they weren't gonna be able to make it out. So we're like, let's just have a small kind of thing, just like a few people.
Sure.
We had a wedding. The actual ceremony itself cost us $0.
Wow.
That's awesome.
There's a place here in Austin that basically it's an academy, and they have a temple they built out, and you can put like a $200 reservation down on it. And if you want, you can just give it to them as a donation to the school, or you can take it back. And it's literally they just put down money to reserve the time, and that's it. And so we found this place. We got married super early in the morning, and I think we had maybe 12 people there total.
So you had a very small wedding.
Very small wedding. Gus was our officiant, so
Right,
Gus
yeah.
married
Yeah.
Katie and I, and then afterwards we went and got breakfast at Jim's, which is like a burger joint here in Austin.
That's awesome.
It's all of us
That's
went,
awesome.
And my parents paid for breakfast, and then we had a reception a few days later. We got married on a Tuesday. It was because we got married on 11, 12, 13. So it was very okay, but it ended up being a Tuesday or a Monday or something. And so then we had the wedding reception on Saturday, and that's where we had everyone come and get food and stuff. And
I remember as a
was
fan
awesome.
seeing all the pictures that came out of your wedding, and it was very
it was nice.
awesome.
It was
awesome.
super low key. It was awesome. Katie made flowers. Her and her bridesmaids, they went to HEB and got flowers and made all the flowers and stuff for the ceremony, and it was great. So
Awesome.
yeah.
That's
So I mean,
really
aside
awesome,
from the actual rental of this needs to work. So aside from the
No,
actual rental,
you're building a beautiful piano. don't worry.
aside from the rentals of the
buck teeth and
tuxedos and stuff, that was some money. But other than that, it was super cheap because at the time, it was she couldn't work or anything, and so it was we were running a little bit thin on cash. I was like, all right, let's do this little low-key thing.
I kind of looking back on it, I wish I had more to do. I had done more to do with the wedding and the planning and stuff like that, because Kat used the fact that I didn't do very much.
You son of a
That's something for later.
Well, she used that to surprise me with a bunch of stuff, and I wish that I could have done that back at her, because literally there was one point where we were eating appetizers, right, and they're playing music on the thing, the playlist we had given them and stuff like that, and then the music cuts out, and I just hear and the Halo theme started, and I was like, oh, they were playing Halo during our wedding and stuff like that, and they brought the cake out at one point, and what I could see, when I looked at the cake, you can probably find pictures of it online if you look for it, but it looked like a wedding cake. It was a 3-tier white cake
awesome.
and stuff like that. Yeah, and I was like,
posted
it's a
pictures
wedding
of it.
cake right there. And so, but then they turned it, and only half of it was a white wedding cake. The other half, the top row said N7, and it was Mass Effect.
Yep.
The second one had the
That's
Borderlands
awesome, dude.
logo, and it was yellow, and had the Borderlands logo. And the bottom one had a vault symbol, and was not a vault symbol. It had the vault thing from Fallout. It was blue and had yellow on it, and so it was Fallout, Borderlands, Mass Effect, and the other side was
That's
white and
incredible.
traditional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
There it is.
there's the cake.
That's
so that's,
awesome.
that's the
Dude,
side
you
that
got it
I
on top.
that she
was
showed me.
That was fucking.
Except you're on a Mac, so that's okay. But
And we
just shit all
we had
over
that cake, and then even halfway through the night, she broke out another cake that I didn't know was there, because we got married on my birthday.
Oh, nice.
So I never forget our anniversary.
which is a family. Is that a family
It's a family tradition. Her
Okay.
grandfather and her father both got married on their birthdays.
That's very
and
cute.
That's
so
awesome.
I was like, I'm gonna do that too. So I got married on my birthday, and so she brought out a cake halfway through that was a birthday cake, and it had an achievement pop on it that said, turned 23 or whatever it was when I got married. I don't remember.
And it had that on it, and it was like 100 gamer score, and then on the sides are like 50 gamer score, get married, like all the things, and an Xbox controller made out of Rice Krispie treat and bonded.
Well, that's awesome.
And it was so cool. But then it just so happened that one of my friends that was there with me had the same birthday as me.
Wow.
So he was there at the wedding. So they came out and they sang and like. She showed me the cake and we were laughing and everything, and they gave me the microphone, and I was like, I think it's really important that we celebrate someone's birthday today. A very important person was born today, and David, and like I brought out my friend, and all my friends grabbed him and threw him up on their shoulders and like turned him around the thing. It was like fucking awesome. I was just like. And it was like, if I had more to do with the planning of the wedding, I would have liked to have done shit like that for her.
Well, that's
she was great about it.
That's stuff I worry about because, like, if I've talked to you for longer than, like, 4 sentences, I love you. Like, I don't know if you know that. But if I continue to speak to you, I think you're great.
Thanks, Matt.
Yeah,
Thank you,
it's
Matt.
true.
I appreciate that.
But, like, I worry that the people that are close to me don't realize how much I care because I don't do stuff.
The closer I get to you, the more I feel you don't care.
Oh my god, I almost urinated right there. Hang on.
That's a good call. Go ahead and urinate.
It's 100%.
Sorry, my tongue was a little numb from that shot.
It's getting there. It's 100% true. Like, all the people that like are at this table, like, I love you guys. Like, I wouldn't continue to talk to you if I didn't. And I mean, I guess I could continue to not talk to you if I really wanted to, but that'd be very awkward.
Matt is a very specific type of person, and I truly enjoy how candid you are about your feelings. Like, actually.
Well, yeah.
And you wear your feelings on your sleeve in a good way, in the sense that, like,
they're stylish.
They're very stylish.
They are.
In fact, I wish you wore sleeves more often because I'm very turned on by your skin. But no, like you're very out there, and yeah.
Well, it's,
cut myself
I
off
don't like to
like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't like to bullshit people where it's like, does this person like me? Like, I want you to know right away, like, I enjoy your company.
Yeah.
And that's I feel like if more people did that, then it'd be a more honest relationship with people.
And dancing around, you know what I'm saying? Like beating around the bush. Like,
yeah, exactly. Like,
it's okay, like, that there are people in the world that you will never, perhaps never get along with.
Yeah.
And then there are
And
people that you like just hit it right off the bat.
We're all different people, and like, if you have to work to get to know someone and like them, that's okay. That's your journey to know them.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, Alfredo, like, right away, I liked you. You're an awesome dude. You're
well,
great.
I looked at you and I thought, like, who brought this mirror up in
Yeah.
here? And then I touched myself and he touched himself.
I remember
and
he was
really
like,
weird.
It was just a strange
like,
thing.
shit, this guy, he looks just like me.
No joke. Sorry, I don't mean to divert, but
No,
I
you're
remember
all good,
Timmy
you're all
G,
good.
right? Young boy
yep,
Timmy G
yep.
from that earlier Avengers movie or Avengers film that you showed.
Kind of funny, Timmy G.
Proposed you to this position, and I looked you up, watched
said
one
no.
watched one of your most
Absolutely
recent
not.
streams.
No.
I was like,
Dropped it and then
I was
went
like,
another
this
way.
motherfucker. I'm never gonna, like, he looks just like me. Like, this, like, legitimately, like, when people say, you look just like so-and-so, I go, eh. But, like, when I saw you, I was like, oh, I can see it.
Yeah, we were watching content. Jagger's like, he looks like you. I was like, shit, that's gonna be a thing.
And so, like, and then we brought
I'm
you
lucky.
in for the first time. We went and saw Pirates. Like,
Yeah.
the most recent Pirates.
Yeah, we did.
I'm sorry.
And
When
the audio didn't fucking work. The audio didn't fucking work.
Yeah.
We left early because the audio didn't work.
Yeah, well, that's true. It was weird that there was an audio glitch. But
It's like it was weird because like it was like the background noise didn't work. But
it was
the
only
voice audios
it was
worked?
like
Yeah, so
the
you, like,
wave
you heard
noise,
what they're saying, but
the
not.
ship noise, like all the ambient noise worked, but none of the commentary, none of the
Yeah, it
voice
was just
worked.
so weird.
Dropped out during the backstory of El Capitan. But
I'll tell you about something.
But, like,
later
as
I
we
do
were
later.
walking in, Lewis is like, "You motherfuckers are the same person." Anyway, Matt, hit me up.
What's up? Oh, I was
Continue. I diverted, but I want to hear.
No,
it.
I mean, like, if I don't like you, then you know right away.
Sure.
Like, because and it's not a situation where I want to, like, off-put you, but, like, if I don't like you initially, let's work to try and make that. Because, like, everyone can get to know each other and be a great friend to everyone. There's differences that we all have, obviously, but over time you can work
Hair
through that and
length.
find yes, hair length. I like it longer. You guys, nice and trim, and I enjoy that.
Yeah.
It's like all over.
We're reverting back to like you guys' like story earlier on, where you guys talking about like the stream team and how you guys got in here and whatnot. I was just like, I was thinking to myself, like, damn, like, fucking thank you to like Jeff, Jack, Michael, Ryan, Gavin, who paved the way for not only like people who are new to the industry, but people like myself who I've been in the industry for 6 years, and I was like, there's no way I can pass up being a part of this legacy.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, like
Literally, like I was actually talking
this
about
man
this
right here, dude,
Yeah.
building this goddamn piano set.
Almost done.
And he
This
spills.
goddamn piano.
It's okay. No spill.
Building this
Literally,
piano set.
I was
No. Shut up.
You shut your mouth.
It's almost done.
I was
I
talking about
want to
this.
play the piano.
I was talking about this not too long ago. We'll finish on that.
I was a concert pianist.
I finished this, or I talked about this not too long ago. Like, I enjoy and love to recognize the shoulders of the giants I stand upon. Because, you know,
You call me fat?
you're an enormous man.
That right there, Jack.
You're an enormous
That
man
right there.
and an enormous
That's-
asset.
You're incredible, and I love you, man.
But seriously, like, Jeff, Jack, Michael, Gavin, everybody before.
I mean, even Ray.
Before us.
You know, you gotta say Ray.
Ray, no,
as well. We
absolutely,
stood in-
absolutely.
You know,
Ray, Ryan, everybody, even Jeremy, like before, like stepping into content in a more, like I recognize the stuff that you've done to pave the way, to carve the way, and it's not unrecognized every day, but yeah. I mean, I remember talking. I think I was talking to Barb about that actually not too long ago.
Being a part of a legacy.
And it's so interesting to go from, and Jeremy, Matt, you can share this. Go from like I watch this shit literally every day, and making stuff that emulated what they did every day, almost like it was definitely a hobby, but almost as like an escape, right? From like from college life, from like the hard work, from everything you do.
There was
like doing it professionally is fucking amazing.
Yeah,
I don't,
it's a leap. It's a real
honestly
leap.
don't know
There
how
was
to-
a moment where my mother, she informed me like, if you can get a job within like, the next like few months, like, yeah, we're gonna start taking like the motions to try and force you to do stuff, and that's understandable. Like I worked doing like between my family business and my own kind of like making PC
Your family
stuff.
business, I want to connect back to the beginning, being air conditioning.
Yes,
which is
exactly.
why you're so
like AC.
prolific.
Why I
and-
understand like
Sure.
how that works. And like either I was going to do like full-time stuff there, or I was going to be like, hey,
inherit the business.
yes, or I make this much money doing this,
Sure.
so don't worry about me, you know,
break.
that sort of thing. But I was very close to her, just being like, hey, you aren't doing that, so we need
Sweet
to try
boy.
and push you to
Sweet
do
boy.
more. But then, luckily, like Achievement Hunter kind of came along, and that was how I kind of made this whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's a cool.
now I'm working with some of my best friends in the world, and I love it.
So Achievement Hunter wrecks families is what
It
I'm
does.
hearing.
It
Yeah,
does.
Rex
It
Family-
absolutely
No,
destroys
we
everything
no,
that you've
no,
ever
no,
held
away from their
dear.
parents,
No.
away from their homes.
Achievement Hunter is there
Bring them to
for
Austin.
nothing else but to tear down the
Hey,
very
Jack.
fibers of your
Whoa,
heart.
whoa,
do
whoa,
wanna
whoa,
go
whoa,
back.
whoa, whoa,
They-
whoa, whoa,
What's
whoa,
up?
whoa. Achievement Hunter makes families great. Is that what I had a great argument with my mom?
Alright.
Where
I
I'm
do
like,
want to go back.
hey,
though.
Mom, fuck you.
Let's calm down.
Mother's Day is coming up.
Mother's Day is
Some Sherry's berries.
I do want to go back to a point where you had mentioned like making videos with Matt is like is an endeavor, right? It's like
It was a several-hour commitment to make a
And,
video with Matt.
but I
and I
loved you.
remember
I
the
loved you
first
guys.
time I made a video with it. I don't remember this particular video, but I remember at the end of it, you and I talking for hours on end afterwards, and you're talking about. I don't want to get too personal for you, but just vaguely like talking about like your cat recently had passed away at that time.
It's true. Yeah.
Talking about like spirits in your house, talking about ghost experiences, which is very interesting.
Listen,
I
I've had that
love-
conversation with
Yeah,
Matt.
yeah,
Are we doing
But-
episode 2 of Achievement Hunters?
And I've heard that. I've heard that Matt story.
Holy fuck!
But to like
Not even joking. I really want us to do something in my old house.
we should absolutely should.
Welcome to Matt Bragger's old house. Achievement Hunter Part 2.
I had a fucking experience in that house that I will never forget. Where like I yelled, like something shook.
Matt, you know what? Let's talk about that experience in the post show.
Okay.
All right, yeah.
We'll
We'll
talk
save
about
Matt
it.
ghost story for the post show.
But also like I remember one of my favorite videos actually that I made was messing with cops, which is still
that was
public.
a-
That was like
Obviously,
your
it's a very
first.
awesome
That was
video.
one of your
it
first.
wasn't one of my
videos,
first videos. It was one of my first breakout videos.
That was the breakout
which
video,
was,
yeah. I
if you
remember
want to
messing with
search
cops.
on YouTube, if you want to go to the AH community vids, or at this point it's branded Let's Play community vids. You can search Messin with Cops. That's the apostrophe.
That's the apostrophe because there's no G. It's
Messin with Cops. It was a
I
things
knew what
to
that
do.
meant.
It was a things to do that I made in GTA.
If it makes any sense, it's a
Please come back
Joel
to play
style
piano.
thing.
It's a very
you could
Joel
call it a
style-
Joel style. Where it's like smash cuts.
Joel style, like that video that Joel did with Ray in Far Cry, which was God
Something
knows
I'm
what
in a
they
boat.
were trying to
It's
do.
like I'm in a boat or something. I forget
I'm
what
on
it
a
was
boat
called.
and it's going fast and
I remember the Dead Space one with you, Jack.
Yeah.
That was
Similar to those. Yeah.
it was a splice together of like the first take that Matt and I did like right off the bat. But I was sipping on a gin and tonic because I was in college.
Sipping.
Yeah, I was sipping on it. I was
you do.
I was sipping on it. I was about to go to a party, but I was like, "Hey Matt, let's do a video together." We did a video. We talked for a couple hours, and at that point I had sipped on a couple of gin and tonics. And I was like, "Listen, Matt, I'm gonna be fucking straight honest with you. I'm probably a little drunk. Right now. Let's do another take." So we did a second take, and I spliced those two takes together to make because I remember him
messing with Cops.
I remember him
messing with Cops.
messaging me afterwards when it was public, like, how much of each take did you use? And I was like, like 50,
Matt,
50,
I used to love
like,
that. Like that was a situation where we would record several times, a few times, you know.
Yep.
And it was like
Absolutely.
I would splice it together and be like,
Holy
"That's the
shit.
best."
Is it done? Is it
No
ready?
way it
Are you
works.
shitting me?
it's
Hang on,
done.
Oh,
Check-
yeah. Sorry to break the story real quick.
Jack
Jack's been working on this
completed it.
shit.
There's
Jack,
I know
I
it's
want you to demonstrate of all people.
All right, so it's a keyboard. You push the buttons, and it makes noise.
Is it actually the notes?
That's
Like
awesome.
it's a D and
Here's
D?
the thing:
It's
is
cat noises.
I wish the B flat and whatever the other flat,
this
A
is a
flat.
D. Right here is a D,
Sure, D flat.
which means you should be able to go like.
I don't know if
Hang
it's
on,
a D.
wait.
Can
I
the
got
comments?
this. I got
Can you
this.
pop the comments up on this TV again? Because
Let
I
me see-
wanna
let me see it.
like, I wanna
Hang on,
remember some shit.
Did you guys play
I thought
Zelda?
it was B flat.
Go for it. Play
was-
Zelda.
I can't go over further.
Oh my God! Now
That
it's
was-
nighttime.
that was outside.
You just did the time.
This is the Soraya song. Yeah, I have to go further.
Thanks,
Well,
Matt. Now I have
or
psoriasis,
you could play "In the
okay?
End" by Linkin
Psoriasis.
Park, which goes similar to.
Do it. If I was,
Let me see if I can get a normal piano. There's got to be something other than just
yeah,
cat.
make
cats,
it
yeah.
not cats.
Piano.
If I wasn't drunk, I could play Zelda's Lullaby. I could play Epona song.
You know what?
I could play the
Why
Song
don't
of
you
Storms.
finish that shot right there, and
No.
I'll tell you that you
Hey,
Trevor, I'm gonna be completely
We'll do
honest with you.
we'll do one more.
I'm gonna,
It is getting pretty dusty.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you.
don't you say dusky in this place.
I can
Well, okay, I
barely
want to
move.
say something. I'm going to cut Matt off. I love Matt.
You. I
Oh,
love
so
you,
that
man.
knob makes
You're great.
cats. Okay. So you can change the knobs out and have different keyboards.
All right, do you
What
have
if I
like
put
just a
my
piano?
knob in there?
Oh, there you go.
That's awesome.
All right, hey, turn it around this way.
Wait. Hang on.
Wait.
You put the knob in and it turns into cats.
Yeah, this
So
makes
that's B
cats.
flat.
Yeah, Linkin Park.
That's
It
awesome.
starts with one thing. I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try.
Keep that in
Yeah,
mind.
yeah,
I
let's
don't
take a
have my
shot.
shot glass. So there it is.
I'm not doing it.
All
wait.
I know.
That's all right. You don't have to do it, man. Trevor and I will do it.
Matt, kind of funny. Hey, Fredo,
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
you just made me hard. Thank you.
My boy.
You all right, Jeremy?
Yeah, I just didn't expect you just made me hard.
Oh,
That snuck up on me.
I thought you were about to throw up. I got nervous.
Oh shit!
Jack,
you were
do
on
I
my
look like
camera
a
the whole
guy
time.
who
I'm
would
sorry,
throw
I
up
came
from
before.
drinking?
Yes.
Give me 2 bottles of this whiskey,
Yeah.
and
Wait,
maybe I'll throw
hold on.
up.
I want you to play. Oh, I'm gonna. That's a good sound. Let me.
That was Banjo Kazooie.
Okay, in the chat, I want that song one word at a time. Anyway,
I don't
No,
know.
you just
want-
broke
wait.
the chat. You just did your counting thing.
What do you want me to play?
so
that
I
in
want you to
mind, son.
just hit random notes like ding, 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 ding. Like I don't care what you just that rhythm, and I'm gonna slowly slide this back. Listen to me. I'm gonna slowly slide this controller back up because
Okay.
I'm genuinely curious about. Okay, let me pop this
It
out.
has little
The
reflective
controllers
sensors.
Is
function.
this stuck in here?
Yeah, it's like wedged in.
Like, how do I get it out? Because I'm
It's
okay.
off.
It just I'm genuinely curious because like
Yeah, it's off now.
because like for a long time there's been a lot of like video game.
It doesn't work anymore. You made the music go away.
There's been a lot of There's been a lot of like.
Did you just do this to the stationary camera?
Well, I wanted it to bring in, but then camera 4 over here did it.
You guys are
broadcast is on the fucking ball. There's I think a little sensor here.
Yeah.
And obviously there's a sensor there because it's what we're using. But like before this was used, before Labo, I don't know, came out, like it was like
It was for eating hot dogs.
there was a lot of theories that came out about this being used for like VR. It was like, can it sense like can you put a headset on and use this in the sense like it reads back where your physical like arm is?
I could be completely wrong with this,
and you probably are.
I probably am because I'm a little drunk. A lot drunk.
I love that you're drunk. And
Put
I
it
love that
back
you're
in.
Listen.
Put it back in. I want to play the piano.
Don't make me kiss you on the.
Put it back in. I want to play the piano.
Don't make me kiss you on the mouth.
Can you put that in?
That'll be
Suddenly
a gift
became a
that'll
Sugar
follow
Pine
you for
video.
forever.
Yeah, well.
Wait, does Sugar Pine kiss each other on the mouth? Nicholas? 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 Nicholas?
I don't know if you heard Matt just did the Mario theme.
This is a Mario theme. Was great.
Nicholas Federal over is it how do you
I can't do it anymore. No, don't show that. That just
wow.
my kiss.
No, don't do it.
1, 2. The lips go together. They make
was
out with each other
$1,000.
all the time together.
It was $1,000. I swear we got $1,000
Nick,
for it.
can you tell me how you pronounce your last name?
Who?
Federal. So you're like the F1 racer. Yeah. Which like he dropped when he wasn't with Red Bull anymore because it was all about the car, right? Because engineers are better than drivers, right?
I can't get lower than that. That's the problem.
It's all good.
Dun, 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 dun. You can do fucking Beastie Boys all over
Beastie
this keyboard,
Beastie Boys.
and none of you assholes are doing it. Dun, 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 dun,
Well, I
dun,
just
dun,
did an
dun,
album
dun,
by
dun,
Linkin
dun,
Park.
dun, 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 dun.
All I
Pretend
know
you
on piano is Linkin Park songs.
Girls, are you something, girls? Anyway, thank you so much. Cut to 5. Thank you so much for joining us today on this The Off Topic. You are very close to my face.
Hey, really quick.
Can you blur the focus real quick?
Really? What?
Yeah,
Why,
and then
come back
why
to
would
me.
you do that? Hang on.
Hey,
All right, go
Real-
to
I
Matt.
have
really,
had
really,
a lot
really
of
quick.
shots.
Hey.
Where are you at?
Hey everyone, I want you all to know I love you very much.
Yep.
I think you
Jesus
guys are
Christ.
awesome. And
I think you're great too.
wow, Trevor's right there. Hey, you all are incredible. You've earned everything that you
You're
have in your life.
awesome. And you know what? You deserve 2 thumbs up.
No, the switch is in there. Oh, the keys went flying. Matt, why?
I held the switch.
Ow!
The keys, however, not as permanent as I
all right.
hoped.
Cut to the 5.
As the host of this show,
As
Let
the
Jeremy take
secondary host to 5.
Camera
5,
2.
5, 5, 5.
and no,
5.
I see him doing
Cut
the
to
thing on the side of the
5.
lens. Ready? Camera 2. Hey,
Why
what's
are
up?
these keys this way?
As host of the show, while Michael and Ryan are gone,
Shit, that's the Zoom. Where's
what the fuck are you doing?
Play it, Trevor Cam.
All right. It's nice to see you again. Thank you so much for joining. And even message the folks I want. Thank you so much for joining us today on this.
The mics are over here, Trevor.
Cheer.
We're gonna have to bump the audio.
Cut to camera 2.
Jack, how do these?
Hello, everyone. So here's myself and Matt to say,
Hey.
no.
Fuck Trevor. Put it right there. Right
Camera
there.
2.
Right there.
Hello, everyone.
Jeremy's
Thank you.
got something to
Welcome
say.
back. I want to.
All
Oh fuck.
Subtitling right here. And thank you.
Stop listening to
Cut
that
to
man.
camera 2. Hey, what's up? All right. So I just want to say to you guys.
These assholes. Thank you so much for joining us. This on.
Cut to camera 2. Thank you guys so much for joining us today.
Yeah, oh, actually, you said.
Cut to camera 2. We're happy to have you here. You know, it's been
Cut to
a
camera
real
4.
pleasure.
Wait,
So,
hold on. 4 is
welcome
not
back.
looking the right way.
Welcome back. So.
I don't know where the focus is. I just. Thank you so much for joining us on this casual lean.
Cut to camera 2.
Off topic.
Trevor will still be in.
him. I employed him. Thank
No,
you for
wait!
joining us.
Cut to camera 2. Fuck my boss!
He fucked me, and I'm gonna go talk to Glenn about it.
Thank you for watching Off Topic. This has been Off Topic featuring all of the
Me,
people on it.
you, and me.
And Matt
And
was on
Flaming
it.
Dr. Peppers
Flaming Dutch Peppers. Go to Touche
at Touche
Street.
on 6th Street.
It's gonna be a great time. So thank you for watching. There's gonna be a post show. If you're a first member, it'll be on Sunday. He's just uptight.
I'm here still.
Bring it to 4. I don't know what 4 is looking at, honestly.
I'm coming to you, buddy.
Come here, Matt.
Chris is bringing it over.
No, you cut back. All right. All right. We're not ready for credits yet. When I say we're ready for credits, we're ready for credits. All right.
I'm ready for credits.